The meetup spot in the neighborhood growing up as a kid was this green box. My nigga, you grew up in the hood. Nowadays, niggas meetup spots be FaceTime, the Xbox party, the PS5 parties. No, nigga. We was actually coming outside, touching grass, and talking. This is a place that only people from the hood will remember. And I'm not the hood doctor, but my nigga, I even remember this shit.
But I also be wanting to like go back to those times where I don't know who can relate. But if you stayed in an apartment, the one that was like you parked on the outside and it was like enclosed, like the kids be playing in the middle, and they had these green boxes that we probably wasn't supposed to be sitting on. They probably was giving us radioactive energy of some sort. But I miss them days we could just sit on top of that damn green thing and talk until the sun went damn near down, and we didn't have to pay no bills. And we just had to go to school and make good grades. Like, I miss those days.
Memphis niggas known for crashing up. Crashing up. I heard she going broke, so you assed up.
Oh shit! It's that time, let's go!
Kid, you gon' be assed up.
Let's go!
Let's
go, get in here.
Green box shit to me, but some cartwheel shit sweet. 90% of these niggas not real. Damn. Started rapping, found out these rappers jury not real. Damn. Swear that shit hurt my heart, dog.
Bro, can you hear me?
Loud,
bro.
Clear. Loud and
You
clear.
say, okay, you clear, okay. Good.
Y'all get in here, hit that damn like button. We got Dr. E coming. We got the wonderful YG in the building. The show must go on, man. I know it's been a minute since y'all seen us on the green box, but we about to be here forever, and ever. We about to goddamn get ready to rock this show. Let a couple more people get in the building, gang. We want to thank you guys for pulling up. We got a wonderful show for y'all, man. What does the title say? Dallas, the new Memphis. Well, why you say that? We about to show you. And at the same time, we're going to kick you straight in your motherfucking ass. We're going to show y'all how this shit going to go, how it's going to play. And we're going to drop it right here. We're going to do a whole lot of shit in a short period of time. And we're going to drop that shit on your ass. And from this point, your ass can go anywhere and get the knowledge and put the shit together for yourself. Yeah, we can't make this shit up. We ain't made shit up since. Now we really outlaw this thing you call the goddamn internet. Me and YG, the whole goddamn green biz oxy, we outlaw. Had to duck off. You know what I'm saying? He called mine out, that shit hot. So we said, you know what? Let's get on the box, chill, chop it up with the family. What you think about that, YG, man? Go on, let these folks know, man. What you feel, YG?
I feel like we're gonna have a good ass show. I'm happy to be back on the box. It's been like what, a week now?
Yeah, you been kicking me in my ass like, bro, man, fuck them trolls and get on your motherfucking hustle hand. I said, all right, I'm
yes, because it's there. You got content.
This is how I feel, though. I know you feel the same. Let's get it.
Period. Let's go.
Hey, yo. Who the fuck you want to be when you grow up, Rara?
Get in here. Hit that goddamn like. Get your ass out the bush.
Gang, everybody be kind of patient. Dove is caught in a storm. Put a one in the chat if you could hear me.
Yeah, God, I wonder could you save me? Before I close my eyes, I fantasize I'm living well. When I awake and realize I'm just a prisoner in hell. Just as well, cause in my cell I'm keeping pictures of these bastards. Exercising, visualizing everyone inside a casket. Picture me blasted, surrounded by niggas in masks. Sit with the task to harass and murder my ass. Will I last heaven to hell? Freedom or jail? Shit's hard, who can you tell? And if we fail, high speeds and tie weed on the freeway. When will they learn to take it easy? Drive-bys and niggas die. Murder without a motive while making motherfuckers fry. Got me running from these coward-ass, crooked-ass cops. Helicopters trying to hover over niggas till we drop. Got no time for the court. My only thought is open fire. Hit the district attorney, but fuck that bitch cause she's a lie. Now it's time to expire. I see the judge spray the bitch. Motherfuckers is crooked is what I scream and hit the fence. I can miss to get wicked. Spitting rounds as the plot thickens. Never missing an early grave is my only mission. If I die, never bury me beside my 4-5. May God forgive me, I was high. Label me a outlaw.
Give me the sin. Just for
busting if that's my destiny. Ready for the best of me.
hold me down.
Definitely for asking.
Now we mad.
Top speed.
And we laughing.
Cause when I bust them, they gon' shiver. The
River, what is they saying? Stop, they gon' hell. These niggas spraying up my blood. Trying to take my will.
outlaw. Dear God, I wonder could you save me? Fuck the judge.
What's up? Guys, if you could hear me, put a one in the chat.
What's going on?
What's going on? My bro is caught in a storm, guys, so we still gonna try to work this out. He's in a nasty storm. But if you guys can hear me, put a one in the chat. What's up, top notch? What's up, Remedy? What's up, JB? Put a one in the chat if you could hear me.
I'm here. I was just getting shit together. Y'all get in here. Can you hear me, YG? Dr. E is in the building.
Okay, we got Dr. Okay, I can hear y'all now.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we right
Everybody
here.
hear me?
Get in here.
What's up,
Hey, Diamond.
What's up, girl?
Dr. E, what's up?
Hey, what's happening? How you doing? Diamond, I hear you.
Yes, sir.
Can't go to goddamn Power Pack panel. Let's greet everybody that's came in the building to show some love. What up, JB? Mr. Long, thank you for showing up in the Honeycomb Hideout earlier, man. We really appreciate the love that you came through. Dr. E, I've heard a lot about Mr. JB. Dr. E. Now, if you want to join us, JB, hit the chat. Now, Dr. E, I heard that JB is just like you. I said, we
What's
need
that?
to check his temperature. Said that he educated, very smart. I said, now that Power Pack panel, I think we'll be out. It's about even now. Even Steven A, MFD. We got our
He
mod up in here, gang.
he
Yeah, JD.
HBU? Is he
Is he A?
HBCU?
No, he's a little younger than you two, but I swear y'all remind me of each other a lot.
And don't let me forget Remedy. Hey, girl, how y'all doing? We got 7 in the building, top-notch princess. Everybody, thank you for supporting us. Now, we got a good one.
All right.
I mean, we got a good one. We got Dr. E, so you know he gonna kick you in your ass, especially when it comes to the West Coast shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to LA. Now, we're gonna breeze through LA a little bit, and we got YG. She's a little familiar with the Mo 3. And we got Diamond, and she just really super duper goddamn politics. So we gonna have to keep Diamond, because if it ain't the law, then Diamond don't really got shit, you know what I'm saying, to say. Now she got a following base called the Diamond Gang. Salute to the Diamond Gang.
Salute.
Diamond, why you looking like that on your picture? You looking dead in my eyes, and it says a lot.
That's work. That's work vibes. That's work vibes.
Talk to me. Now, the title says, everybody, Dallas the new Memphis. And it's the reason why I say that. I know everybody sees what's going on in the industry now. Even with Big U, the Nipsey Hussle case, the Green Box actually went down there. We're about to spin off into that, and we're going to keep y'all updated what's going on between Big U, Mo 3, and everybody that has something to do and that's going down with the Rico. Because that motherfucker Rico coming. But we also teach you a lesson about snitching. Yeah, that people that can't hold water, that shit just slipping through their goddamn palms. I swear to God, that is. He can't hold no goddamn water. You see, now what you did, you fuck with the wrong folks. See, we had to get over here in the hideout, but they start shooting at that motherfucker. So we said, you know what? Let's get the fuck up out of here. Let's go to this box and hide out in the goddamn greens. Now we on the run, gang. We on the fucking run. So we gonna duck off over here for a little while. Yeah, we gonna hide out. Is that cool with everybody in the chat and shit? We gonna hide out. Yeah, we hide. Yeah, we gonna, because it's getting hot. Motherfucker that made this spot hot. Yeah, I said damn. So what we gonna do is, and my fault, everybody. I'm the one that made it hot. I was hanging outside too long. And you know what I'm saying? They spotted me, got him. I said, hell, they ain't gonna kill me up in this motherfucker, because these people killing folks on the internet.
Dr. E, I had to get him up out of there.
Yes.
Wow.
She pulled up in the green Chevy and said, get in. I said, oh, come on, sir. They started busting that both of us. I said, hey, we out. We got the fuck up out of there. So let's rock this goddamn show. Now, it's a lot of things that people need to pay attention to when it comes to the Mo 3 case. Now, it's back. It's back in the algorithms again. Y'all pay attention. It is actually back in algorithms. So a lot of people that had covered this story, now their videos are coming back, getting more numbers on their video. God is good, ain't it? Ain't it God good? So them folks can eat. They can eat. So we're about to get our piece too. You know, we just want to get us a little slice of this motherfucker. They letting everybody else get that piece. So now, you know, we about to kick you in your motherfucking ass. Yeah, all in your ass. Now look, what you talking about, C-Dub? Yeah, we about to show you. Right here. Now, Mo 3, hit the like button. Mo 3 wasn't a perfect person. Can you agree with me on that, YG?
Yeah, he definitely wasn't.
Definitely. And y'all hear how she said that with passion. Because that dude's a great artist.
Yeah.
A great artist. He could sing. That's what made him different, because he had that church voice. It's almost like a yin and a yang. It's like a gift and a curse. And it was a gift and a curse for this young man. It definitely was. Upcoming, talented artist. But he had a lot of dirt on his hands, gang. He had a lot of dirt on his hand. And one thing about Mo 3, which made him different, which was the gift and the curse, is that when he went through something, guess what Mo did? Went straight to the studio and rapped about it. I can't make this shit up. Everything he felt and did, he rapped about it. So you know he had the small man complex, right? So you know he wasn't gonna just really let nobody step on his feet. Now I heard he was a quite quiet guy, but he was a gangster. And you know what they say, gangsters don't live long.
Yeah.
Dead or in jail. Dead or in jail. Make a choice, like Debo said. Now check this out,
He'd have
gang.
gave Rod Wave a run for his money.
Mm-hmm.
Rod Wave, he would have gave him a run.
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Was giving him a run.
Yeah.
Was giving him a run. But see, this industry is a shady place. And we're going to show you how shady this motherfucker is. And we're going to show you that most of these head people, yeah, that's y'all favorite rappers, are rats. Yeah, they rats. They telling. They knocking each other out of position. You got some that's knocking each other out of position. And you got some in the same position. And you got some that are watchers. They're gatekeepers. That's what y'all call it, gatekeepers, right? And the gatekeepers are the police, Dr. E.
That's I
can't make this up. So before we start this, watch this, gang. Let's rock this motherfucker.
Okay.
Let's go. I got to get them ready. I got to get the folks ready. So, because I know they ready. Hit the like button if you just came in. So, let's do this here, gang. Let's show y'all how to rock a show. So now, this guy named Whack 100. Yeah, his name Whack. When we go somewhere, your goddamn name Whack. And he lived with that name. Some people tell me, you know, you sound like Whack. Yeah, I don't sound like him all the time, but maybe sometimes. But yeah, I ain't Whack though. Yeah, I ain't no Whack nigga. But I wouldn't walk around the industry Whack 100. Why don't you change your goddamn name, man? Whack? And you 100 and Whack? You Whack, or did you get whacked? Did you get whacked by the goddamn police? Yeah, 3 Finger. That's his real name. 3 Finger Whack. Yeah, they put 3 fingers in his booty. He was in there with that girl in that hotel room, and she stuck her fingers in his butt. Yeah, I can't make that shit up. Yeah. So let's rock the show, gang. Now watch this. Let's drop draws right now on their ass. Dr. E, please help me narrate. Let's go.
They notorious in the country.
Oh, gotcha. Wow. So Big, you say Whack 100 the police. What is your thoughts on that?
Whack 100 is the police. One thing about the police know everything. Police know everything. Especially they know everything about wrongdoing. So the police is an institution of information. That's how they solve crimes. They go out from the beginning of the crime and they collect information. That's how they put the pieces of the puzzle together. So when you look at Whack 100, Whack 100 is an institution of information. He got information on everybody and everything. It's only 2 institutes in the country like that. That's the FBI and the police. So he got to be the police. He got too much information and too much knowledge of wrongdoing.
So
I don't like that fool, but he right.
He always be on point, don't he? You know what I'm saying? He may not be most filtered, but he's always on point though. He's always on point.
So everybody heard that. Hit the like button. Welcome, Meek C. Now, there's the reason why I showed you that. Police and the FBI. So they mean they got an eye on you. He got an eye on you. See, now, Whack was a truck driver. Yeah, a lot of people didn't know that. He started driving truck. Yeah,
I knew that.
And I think he got caught with the pack. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then he turned Whack. Now, what you did, Whack, you told on yourself. And you fucked with the wrong team to let us see what you done did. Because Dr. E is from the hood. Crip set. You're from a Crip set. So,
yeah,
Dr. E can tell you a lot better about this situation. Whack 100, report your ass to the motherfucking principal's office. Now, what we doing is breaking this down so you can gather the information. Top Notch Princess said, look at Charleston White. Looking at him make me laugh. It do, don't it? He look like a little glowworm. And I said, damn. Look like a little glowworm. Like a little glowworm. But it seemed like he can see real good even though that eye like that, don't ain't it? Because he dodging a whole bunch of shit. Now, let's get in here. Now watch this, gang. Now watch Whack tell on himself. Whack, I'm on your ass. Dr. E, do him all type of ways for me, please. Check out Whack.
Out. Black Sam comes out, fires 3-4 shots in the air. He's fresh out the penitentiary. Police sitting right across the street. They see it. They come in. They arrest everybody. Black Sam's on parole. We bail Big U out.
Bingo.
He is a snitch.
No.
Sorry. I just gotta say it. Black 100 is the feds.
You right,
Black
Wow.
100 is the feds. I don't care what anybody
He
says.
sounded like that dude that was singing that time. And that,
That's what I was going to say.
yeah.
He might be
Big
worse than
U and
dude.
him been into it. They been into it. And I don't know if y'all know who the owner of the Crips is. It's an actual female. Y'all know who she is? Tia Crip?
Mm-mm.
No, y'all never
Tia
heard
who?
of her? The person that actually owns the LLC for the Crips.
It's a
LLC?
female?
Yeah, it's a female. Her name's Tia.
LLC. Who made it a
LLC
business?
for the Crips. Crips LLC.
Who done made Crippin' a business and ain't paying nobody?
She trademarked it. She trademarked the Crips. She trademarked the blood.
What?
Yeah,
it would be a woman, wouldn't it?
Wow.
Dr. E, it would be a woman.
Yeah, and I never known about it. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy because she ain't paying nobody.
No, hold on. Actually, she is. Like, they actually have. She says she's the legitimate side of the Crips, not the unlegitimate side. So it's like she's the business side of the Crips.
What's this lady name?
I agree. Sorry, what's the legit side?
Her name is Tia, TIA.
What's the legit side to a criminal organization?
Basically, she's saying, like, when people want to use the name, like how they try to use. She even trademarked the marathon from Nipsey Hussle. She trademarked that. And
wow.
And Black Sam know about that?
Yeah, you know, Big U, and
I gotta find out about this. This is information.
What's his name?
She getting paid off for everybody.
To get access of the trademark for the marathon because they knew it was about to blow up. But she trademarked it because she said they were about to extort people. I mean, extort for the name. So she trademarked that too. The lady was smart. She's smart.
So,
but let me ask you this.
So I got a lot of questions now.
But
for the marathon, didn't Black Sam? Why didn't he trademark that all this time he took the opening?
Because he trademarked it before he did. Because that now when it came down to
you think
the
you
marathon,
know it all.
She had to talk to him. He had to talk to her in order for her to release the trademark to him. She said she only trademarked it because everybody was trying to get it to try to extort out of the Nipsey Hussle's estate.
Wow.
So you guys got to look into it.
It's
on YouTube. Look up Tia Crip.
I got it coming up next. After we drag him, she coming up next. It's already in the back of the timeline.
I'm still confused though. How is it legal? You know, because I mean, it's like the Ku Klux Klan. I guess the Ku Klux Klan is the LLC too.
Right. She trademarked Crip back in 2018. She said.
Let me ask you this, because there's different Crips. He was a 60. A rolling 60, so that's separate from just the regular Crip.
No,
she just trademarked.
Right. You can't use it in the media. You can't use it. You can't use it like they tried to come out with Crip Coca-Cola, Crip Cola. When they did that, she sued Big U. She sued Big U and Mike, whatever his name is, she sued them because they tried to come up with that Crip Cola and they didn't ask her for permission to use the word Crip in the marketing for it. So
But you know what? That's
she's suing
crazy.
for like 50 million.
You could challenge that. You could challenge that.
How
Crip
would
is
you
a basic
challenge it,
general
YG?
name. There is 50 billion
And then
different
everybody
types.
tried to make it seem like she
I'm
said
blown
that Big
away
U
with
is not
that.
the leader of the Crips because they don't have a leader.
Say what you said,
You know,
YG. The challenge.
If I was them, I would have challenged it because Nip was a particular Crip. He was from 60. So he was a 60 rolling Crip. There's different types of Crips. So she trademarked the general name Crip, which that's so broad. Like, you know what I
Right.
mean? So if I was them, I'd have been like, okay, this is this is whatever, West Side Crips, whatever goes on there.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? The only
That's the
reason
whole
why
thing.
I'm saying,
But maybe that word
It's
Crip
probably
is
about
killing it though.
100
The
different
word
sets of Crip.
Crip, you just can't say Crip. Basically, you can't put no Crip in it. I think that's what Diamond's saying. You can't. You
Without
probably have to
talking
say the
to
Rolling
her,
60.
they actually have to have meetings. There's people that's a part of it, a part of the LLC.
Can everybody hear it?
Yeah, I was just saying that it's a part of the LLC. It's
The
a
blood's the same
organization.
thing.
So it's a business.
Oh, that's a good one right there. That's a good one right here. Now, Doctor, you getting static. I know you probably driving. Now it says now JB says it makes sense. Definitely can challenge it because it's common, and you can change the spelling and add something to it. It makes sense to trademark that stuff. Absolutely.
no, he said it makes no sense. It makes no
It makes
sense.
no
That's why I was
sense.
like, how
Okay,
she
no
do
sense.
that?
But it actually does make sense if they're sitting there saying that it is it's a corporation, it's an organization, and it's a business. So she's the business side of it. So nobody can use Crip without consoling her, basically.
Wow.
There's
We're gonna read
definitely a
up on it. We're
Yeah,
gonna read up on that.
I guess if they trying to put it on a T-shirt and sell a soda using the name, I get that part. But then at the same time, by it being a criminal thing, it seems like it should be something in the law, like a Ku Klux Klan or something. It makes that an organization. Like you can't
right.
use that kind of organization as a business because it's like a terrorist group. Basically, Crips and Bloods are terrorists.
Right.
Y'all gonna have
You
to
guys
hear
How
her
can
the
you
rocking
whole
tonight,
market
ain't you?
that?
enough. So she did a whole interview talking. She did a
Guess,
whole interview. So you're gonna have to
damn it, we're
hear
gonna
from
come
Yeah,
her.
back
that's
on that one.
interesting.
We got to
Yeah,
have
let's
the
do
whole
that.
That's for sure.
conversation on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna show, but I'm glad that
Do a
Diamond
show
said that
just on
because
that.
because after we drop his draws, because the key thing that I wanted to hear people say, to see about what he just said was, let's go back and listen to what he just said. He said, y'all keep tracking this.
Everybody. Black Sam's on parole. We bailed Big U out.
Bingo. Now what's wrong with that? How the hell is a blood, which is whack
Exactly.
100,
Yeah,
What you doing
that's
bailing
true
the
right
Crip
there.
out?
go bail a Crip out of jail?
Go bail him out now. He back in there. Go bail Big U out now. He back in there.
That kind of proves about the money or information right there.
Right.
Because like you
Information
said,
or the money.
what he doing crossing color barriers and why you all cool with a Crip? Technically
Right.
an old school Crip on. It's just not anybody. It's Big U, which is like like Diamond says, no leaders in the Crips. It's just OGs and like uncles. You know what I'm saying? Like old school guys worked a long time ago. So that's what it is on the Crips and Bloods. There's no such thing as a boss. You know what I mean? It's no top sergeant, but you got high ranking people based on how long ago they did whatever they did and they passed. That makes sense.
Right. So everybody mathing. So is everybody mathing right now?
Yeah, he's an old school from the 80s. 60 years old.
Dr. E,
Hey,
you
I
got
can't
bad
hear Dr.
connection.
E.
Dr. E, you breaking out real bad.
Yeah,
But
Uh-oh.
let me just state
Howdy.
this though. I'm
you all
not
right.
affiliated to no gang whatsoever. However, I did watch her interview and I learned a lot. So that's why I'm telling you about it.
And JB says, when was the business side established? What business is it? What trademark do they hold? Where is no way? I mean, there is no way to legitimize that. We're gonna show that. I'm glad you won that. We're gonna show that after we math through this. We finna math. Everybody math and everybody tracking. Now
Yep.
check this out, gang. Let's math. The title is Dallas the New Memphis. Why is Dallas the New Memphis? You're about to see it right now.
You heard that rapper got shot on the tollway?
Multiple agencies are investigating the early morning shooting of a man driving on the Sam Rayburn Tollway. Louisville police say more than a dozen shots were fired into a 26-year-old man's vehicle and several rounds struck him.
Internet beef, I decline it. But in person, pull up, then I walk them down. First we hit up that rapper, then hit up that sprinter. I know all about they hideout.
The Heavenly Father, I know that I see. In the city, they talking, they know what I need. I hit up that rapper, you made him famous. Yeah, he barely made it, but we're not again. All I see is yellow, take them Berettas. Outside, I ain't lacking, don't think that I'm mean.
I gotta shake. Let's get
Now he
this thing, man. I gotta. Yeah. I ain't heard. You know.
Now pay attention. Now he basically dug his own grave.
Yeah, he did in that song.
He told on himself. So if Mo 3 was still here, he'd probably be getting an indictment too. So Mo 3 would probably be getting an indictment.
Facts.
Now,
That song.
bingo, right there. Just that song right there. So Yella Beezy click somewhere, he would have got an indictment. So dead or in jail. Is anybody seeing what was y'all mapping this shit? Dead or in jail.
Yeah.
So he's already dead. I'm sure they would have linked him up with a lot of unaliving if he was still here. He would be under the RICO as well. So meaning that they was gonna do what? They're gonna sweep out Dallas. See, they sweeping out Dallas. Now, you're gonna see right here. Why is it, and Dr. Ian Diamond know this part because we've seen a snippet of what we're talking about. Now, Connect Music Group. What does that sound like? Connect Music Group. What is that? CMG. Okay.
I know
Connect
this.
Music Group. Now, who is under Connect Music Group?
Is it?
Bootsy.
Okay. Okay.
But notice that you see Bootsy around mostly everybody that has been unalived. Y'all mapping? Follow the connection.
Yeah.
So now watch this. Watch this, gang. Here's Bootsy. Let's go.
I gotta shake. Let's get us a flick, man. I gotta. Yeah. I ain't heard. You know, TQ come to me and they say do open it up for you. You thinking about signing?
It ain't nobody.
Yeah. That's what I need. I need me all this from Dallas, motherfucker.
So they throw the decoy. They throw the decoy, which is Bootsy, out there. They throw Bootsy out there. Bootsy wants Mo 3. Mo 3 ain't biting. This the reason why Bootsy down here. Let's get it.
For the city, man, you know what I mean? Young and coming, man. Real talk, man.
Already.
Nigga badass in the flip, man. You know we're gonna bring the city out. Real street, man. Real shit.
All the way.
Like that, man.
All the way.
Gangland, man. You know what I'm saying? Let them know, man. Let them know, man.
Hey, bro.
I heard you say.
Now, we mapping. Y'all keep tracking. Now, here go rainwater. Yeah, he gonna tell it. Watch. Now, look back then. Years ago. Listen what rainwater tells you. Let's track.
Hey, Mo 3 was go sign with CMG and leave me. I can show you the whole. I can show you every contract that came. You can't leave me.
Who you see right now with
Gotti.
who?
Gotti.
With Bootsy. They go Bootsy.
Yeah.
They moving in. They moving in. They sent the decoy. They moving in. Now I'm gonna show you why they moving in. Let's get it.
Oh.
There go Bootsy.
Yeah. When 3 died, we was $500,000 in the hole with the label.
How do you become $500,000? That's $500,000 in debt with the label. So now they at the point like, okay, Rainwater, I got some shit on you. We gonna talk about that a little bit later. Where the students was questioning you and they had already kind of felt that you was lying. Did Rainwater do the same thing that Puff Daddy done did to Biggie Smalls?
Maybe. I don't know
What you
how
think
I
about
forgot
that,
about him.
Yes, exactly. Now look what $500,000 they was in debt. Hit the like button, goddammit. We ain't got to live like we showing you math with us. We are tracking. Dallas, the new Memphis. Now let's track this shit. Let's track. Now $500,000 in debt game. Let's go.
It happens. Right? We was $500,000 in the hole. Either 3 was gonna sign another contract or go sign with another rapper that was a up deal. That damn near 5 years, no money down, and they get 50% of everything.
I think you need to sell some of them goddamn chains then.
That's trash.
That chain right there get you out of debt. Yeah, that chain. Take the chain off.
That chain devalues though once you put it on.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. It ain't nothing. You absolutely right. Yeah, I know what. But she said it's effing rain. F rain. Yeah, it's fuck rain. Right. Rainwater is a slick mother effer. Very slick.
Yeah.
Let's go. We mapping.
That's crazy.
I heard you say Mo 3 was gonna sign with CMG and leave me.
Mo 3 is gonna sign with CMG and leave. Okay, let's continue.
I can show you the whole. I can show you every contract that came. You can't leave me. He wouldn't go.
And that boy, stay next to that goddamn cell phone. Go ahead, YG. You was finna speak.
No, I'm listening.
Notice this man always got his cell phone right there. Always look at all his interviews. That nigga stay in that phone. Let's go.
Go leave me. You ain't trust nobody. Anybody in this room? I know you didn't know Mo 3. Everybody with me, damn near. Everybody with me know Mo 3. See Mo 3. So he couldn't damn near leave me. He ain't gonna never do this shit, type of shit like that. But
bro, it's crazy. I'm a Mo 3 fan, and I'm taking sides now. Ain't nobody riding for Mo 3, so I'm riding for Mo 3. And I'm saying Trap Boy Freddy and Yellow Beezy in the name of Mo 3. In the name of Mo 3. You talking about that's what the problem is. I'm a Mo 3 fan, and I done come out the closet. I done come out the motherfucking closet. Yeah, I've been in the closet. I done come out the closet. I'm a Mo 3 fan. Freddy. I'm mad the mother. The guy Mo. Go clip. It's Mo 3 on mine. Man, I'm mad the mother. Long live 3. Trap Boy
Look
Freddy.
at this nigga looking like Popeye. I can't stand him.
You know what? At this point, everybody know Charleston ain't got it all, right? They don't
Yeah.
give what the hell come out that man's mouth no more because he just ignorant in the motherfucker. Anything that come out his mouth is ignorant. Okay, people have gotten used to Charleston just running his damn mouth, and that's all he do.
But I think
just like Trump.
I think that he making a little sense. I think he low key dry snitching.
Oh yeah, he doing all of it. Yeah, he do all of it. He do all of it and get away with it because he kind of the master of it now. He the only one that can really do it. He got his own lane. He got his own lane.
Well said. So watch this. Now he telling now. Trap Boy Freddy. Remember what he said. Trap Boy Freddy. Let's math.
Ain't got shit no more, man. Like City of Dallas been dead since Mo dead. Y'all done took the life away, nigga. Bitch ass. We just killed Mo 3. I'm mad in the mother every time I pass by that mother highway and this bitch ass will celebrate. Fuck you, Trap Boy Freddy. You a straight up bitch ass good nigga.
Dallas, what's up?
They moving in. They moving in. Who they moving in They want Zillionaire Zoe. See, now I've been on Zillionaire Zoe when I told Chosen One. About 7-8 months ago. Chosen One. These two boys, Zillionaire Zoe, out of that. Oh, nah, man. They can't come up take over no dollar, man. Man, them boys, Trap Boy, they got. Right after this happened, he called my phone. See, Dub, you was right. You need to go into some AR shit. I said, I told you, because them little boys is fine. They fine. Now watch where they move in. Watch the shift. Now pay attention.
You riding to Dallas right now, man. Hey, let me hear that Travis shit. Utopia. You know, Utopia this week. You on that street shit next week, though. That I showed you so.
They moving in.
Dallas, what's
They
up?
come to shift. How you feel? There goes Zillionaire right there. There goes Zoe. They moving in.
Man. Just made history in this bitch. We doing whatever we want to do, man. Big Z, piece dangling everywhere. Singing in the hood in the Super Bowl. Man, come on.
Flowers, I heard hate for. Yep.
This man right here. I'm gonna show him to you. Right there. Y'all see that dark skinned boy right there?
Yeah.
That's Montana 700.
What's his name?
Montana 700.
Okay.
That's Montana 700 with the cell phone. Now Montana, he the GOAT too of Dallas. Now Montana 700, y'all keep mathing. Ain't gotta really go to CMG because they already just got Zillionaire. They got Zillionaire, but guess who they coming to get next? They coming to get Montana 700. Now they got two. Now the money starting to flow in because them boys got the city. They got the city. So Gotti coming in, I need to get them boys because they running. They making money. Not only through the music, through the trap. See, it's all about the trap. It ain't about how can I make this label money. Am I right, babe? Because the label ain't paying that much. But I can put my money in this and make some other things happen for them and me at the same time that I don't have to touch it. They moving in, gang. How you know? It's the marijuana and that. Oh, we going to talk about that later. Watch the move, gang. I'm showing you. There go. Remember that little man right there. Remember him right there. Now let's rock the show.
Driving through the hills, I almost hit a deer. 100 balls in, 100 balls out. No move on the beat, like it's out down. Everywhere I go, around the world. I ain't never seen 1,000 years left for me to real.
Hit the like button. Let's go.
Mike, take pictures.
Look at Gotti back there. Let's get it.
That way.
CMG just took over Dallas. They just took over How you know, Dub? They took it. How you know? We about to rock a show and show your ass. I'm gonna show you. What did they do it for? What did they do it for? Yeah, let me show you why they did. Remember that face, like I just told you. What this say right here? This gonna tell you. I'm always mathing. The pipeline. What up, 10? Hold on, gang. There you go. Now y'all just seen that little short, dark skin dude? Montana? All right. There go that load. There go that
Oh
load.
shoot.
Here come the load. There you go. Pipeline. Get the light button.
Wow.
Here you go.
Pipeline. Fast to you though at the right time. I supply the whole city. I'm the pipeline. Get 1,000 to your door at the right time. Plug hopping, made a name. I'm the one supplying. Get
They made a video about it.
They won't spend a dime. Phone doing
They gonna get
my
enough
traffic going up.
These dudes, man, I can't.
This I can't
Crazy.
touch.
They keep
I'm on
putting shit
Cam Will
strong.
in a Rolls Royce truck.
You know what I hate
60 on
the
me now,
most?
10
I
to get
hate
a
the
nigga touch.
nasty ass
Put the ice up,
Negro.
I be back up in a minute.
Why you gotta tell everything that? And why
They
you
tell
having
everything, man. They
what's
make a
wrong with
video
having
about
a damn safe?
everything.
What's wrong with putting your money in the safe? These Negroes be having bankrolls in their pockets, walking around.
$1,000 shirt, 500 on cologne.
It's just ignorant.
You wanna know? It's the pipeline. The pipeline.
Bitch, got them singing all my songs.
Get you a
One night
safe.
only.
Put your money in a safe.
All
They're
on video.
for damn rock or something. Why the hell you gotta have all that cash on you?
All in the videos.
All in the video. So now y'all
All
see
in the videos. All at the barbecue and the
pipeline,
cookout.
right? So
The
why
pipeline.
is it
Oh, Lord
Dallas
have mercy.
the new Memphis? Because Memphis hot. So they got to come in and see. They wanted to make Memphis like Atlanta. So when you reverse it, Dallas is like Atlanta. Dallas is like Atlanta.
Houston,
Dallas is the shit.
Dallas.
I'm there right now. I love Dallas. I probably move here. If
Now,
I
you
didn't
already
have to
know
go
I'm
home.
there.
And you there too.
Half the time.
So, and then you got surrounding cities, the pipeline. You got Fort Worth.
Yep.
You got Arlington. All of it's there. And you got the Mexican. You got the Mexican. He got it for the low. Yeah. You got the plug.
There you go.
So now we about to do you all type of ways. So now, as we got that out the way, so now y'all know the pipeline that they moving in. See what I'm on your
They got it all on video. They got it all on video. That's what we doing, y'all.
Right?
Y'all ready? Y'all ready to sting?
We ready.
Ain't too much for me.
We about to sting them right here. And I'm going to show you some paperwork. Now,
but I got a question before you go on. Why do the rappers do that though? Why do they you know what I'm saying? Why do they always link the drug game in the hip hop game? Why they bring it together? I kind of got it for the clout, but then at the same time it's like they put themselves out there by rapping about it and putting it in the video. Don't you think? Then they get caught up and they wonder how I get caught up. Well, you got a video about it.
Right. And you got a cell phone.
You know, and then you all the the lyrics, you tell the murders, you tell who shot who in your lyrics. Y'all, so it's like
that's how most prosecutors really be getting them though. But my thing is that it would make more sense for you to talk about something educational than the streets.
I mean, one thing I'll say about the old and the new generation, for example, when Eazy-E came out, nobody really know he was a dope boy unless you knew.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And then he put it out there. Well, I used to run the streets. He put in a movie down there, Ice Cube made a movie about 30 years later. You feel what I'm saying? They don't this what I'm doing right now. They never did that. NWA used to talk about different stuff that was going on in the streets and stuff like that, but they never talked about exactly what they were doing. Other than running from the police. You know what I'm saying? Which everybody knew that part, but other than that, that was in the storyline. We running from the cops, and cops don't like us because we talk about them. That's what it really was. But anything that Eazy was doing for is like who he was smashing, what he was doing. You see the pool parties, but he wasn't putting out names. He wasn't showing particular people in the video all the time. You didn't know exactly who it was. These guys now tell you who it is, who it was, who made the play.
Listen, this is how tight-knit we were.
The feds can't. Go ahead, YG.
We had no idea that Eazy was getting ready to hit Suge Knight until we seen the movie. That was never talked about.
But that is so true. Hit the like button on that one, gang. Hit the show some love. Real talk.
And then Suge Knight, even to this day, even though he talk and gossip a little bit to see, stay relevant and while he's in prison, to a certain point, Suge only gives a little information just so you can keep coming back. You feel what I'm saying? He don't never really tell you nothing. He just stirs the pot up and like, I'm still here cooking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what he do, just to be like,
and you know what? Let me state this. Suge Knight was dating Tia, too. Tia and Suge Knight were an item at one point, and then she said that it turned into something else after a while because she just didn't.
Suge was smashing everybody, according to him, and he was smashing everybody on the low, though.
And
Right, but see what I'm saying?
one of Tia's kids is supposed to be by Suge.
But you see, Suge don't never talk about all that. He would speak about he may be dating somebody, he have talked to somebody, but he don't say nothing while he doing it. You see the women talking about it. It's the women talking, not Suge.
Right, but if you knew how
he old school. He like, if you want to put it out there, we can talk about it. But yeah, that's what Suge is. He old school enough to be like, if you want to tell people we smashing, I'm gonna let you tell them. I'm not gonna say nothing. So that's old school. That's how old school do it. You don't tell everybody you smash because you won't get no more.
One of the times,
a lot of people said that Suge was very possessive. He was weird.
But that too, he was very envious. Like him and Dr. Dre were bumping heads, and then now he putting out a lot of information about Dre. But see, that's what he do. He was smash and bash somebody. Like a part like Dre. Now he talking bad about Dre, but he wasn't saying nothing about Dre during the time.
Right.
Now all these years later to stay relevant.
I got something that's standing out. Man Boy said, I blame Vlad TV. Vlad made it cool for all these rappers to be blabbering their mouths, being chatty-patty. Absolutely.
Yeah, he absolutely right.
Too. He's the police too.
And he be paying them because they ain't doing that for free. And Boosie is number one dude.
Once they make it to Vlad, they feel like shit. We on our way to success. We made it to the white man. See what you see what I'm saying?
What's his name? Mob James and Boosie are what's his name? Mob James from Death Row. Mob James and Boosie is number one people that come on the show. Dang. They got more shows than anybody. They got probably about 30 episodes. They signed to a contract. That's Boosie, man. Boosie, the main star.
Dr. E Gang. Green box. That green box vibrating. It's getting warm on this green box, y'all. Thank y'all for sitting around, coming to the greens. You'll come out here to the greens and chill with us on the green box. So now we mapping. Now you heard. Let's go back so y'all can put it together. And YG, I'm gonna ask you a question because we're gonna catch you up on something.
Bet.
Now, who do you think? I'm gonna say it right now. Who do you think that they want the most out of when it comes to the Dolph and CMG and Yo Gotti? Don't say nothing, gang. We asking YG. Who do you think? And man, boy, I know you know, and y'all don't say that. Let YG because we got to catch her up at MFD. Who do you think that they want?
When you say want in what type of way?
In the RICO, the biggest head that they can get.
Gotti.
Who?
Gotti.
Nope.
Who?
Jay-Z.
Bingo. Jay-Z is over Gotti.
Yeah. Shit.
Gotti.
Yeah.
So it's with CMG. He signed Gotti under him.
I didn't know that.
So now you know. So everybody knows.
Jay-Z, he's like the head. I guess you want to call him he's like the gatekeeper now.
Yes, he's the head of CMG. That's why you see CMG. That's why you see Yo Gotti.
Yeah, he's over the music
all the time.
He decides who's gonna play in the Super Bowl for halftime show. He can control who comes into hip hop basically and make a big star out of him.
Yes, and that's why
he pays for Grammy Awards for his wife.
Right.
Right, but you know who CMG should pick up Flipper T.
Oh, but watch this. Now let's keep mapping. Now I'm gonna put back on the green box YG to keep everybody in the channel. I gotta put my Gotti and Jay-Z pictures back up so everybody can math on this channel and know that's who they want. Just like when they wanted, for those that don't know, when they locked up, when they went for YSL, see the RICO coming, gang. I'm telling you, I predict when they locked up YSL, who do you think they wanted, YG? It's another question.
I don't know YSL.
But didn't they just arrest Yo Gotti?
Hold on, Diamond, let me finish.
He was questioned.
YSL was Young Thug. When they locked up Young Thug, who you think they wanted? Yep, that's YSL.
Birdman.
Bingo.
Birdman. Okay.
Bird. So now they free. Now they free. Thugger free. Thugger quiet. RICO. Who is under Baby? Whack 100.
Ugh. He
Whack 100. Tied in. You got a rat.
So my question right quick. Are they all them connected to the drug game or are they hitmen? Which one are they? Or both?
Well, they got people that can do hits or whatever the case may be. It's really a gangbang system. And if you want to look at it, everybody want to be a blood. You know why most of these niggas want to be a blood? Because they ain't got to worry about getting their ass kicked. Because across the world, it ain't that many Crips unless you go to L.A. Everybody a blood in Alabama. Everybody a blood in every goddamn state. New York, all bloods. You barely see a goddamn Crip. Because you know why? They scary.
New York.
They scary. I'm going to just go get in the gang that got the most of them because I ain't got to go see some Crips. So I just ain't everybody the same color over here. But you go to L.A., it's a different story.
I think I kind of think that because, this maybe for my gang element again. I think, because, LA, like you just mentioned, when you go to the city of LA, the Crips are within LA. But when you go outside the city, whether you just go to I'm trying to think, San Bernardino, for example, Moreno Valley, all them areas around the city of LA, about hour out, those have always been blood cities because it's less. Now, economically, from what I understand and how I look at it from growing up, when I was growing up, Crips are more working class neighborhood kids to ghetto kids, projects. Where the Bloods, with the exception of the Bounty Hunters and a few other blood gangs that was there, most of them are more influent when it comes to money. Bloods usually always lived in better neighborhoods such as Compton, Inglewood, Carson. So working class. Now, basically what it was, I think to a certain point, it was a status thing. The poor kids over there, and then the richer kids over there. So we're going to be Bloods unite together because it's less of us with the money. And it's more of them without the money. And then vice versa. It was, for the Crips, it was like those guys got the money over there and we don't really have anything over here. So they fight each other. You feel what I'm saying? It's
That's
kind of
a
an
fact.
economic thing. So all that being said, when you come out of LA, that mentality kind of like, well, it's less Bloods, say in Alabama, and then Crips, because everybody want to be Crips because there was this popularity. But when it comes to like be that different gang, it's kind of like, well, I'm going to claim this because it fits in with the state. Alabama colors are red, crimson red, or whatever the case may be. So it's easy to just go ahead, make they sell Bloods. Arkansas, same thing. New York didn't have any gangs related to LA stuff at all. But when they started, wanting to bring the gang element, they didn't go with the Crips, they went with the Blood gang. You know what I'm saying? So here we are across the country now. Like you said, when you're outside of LA, it's Bloods. But when you're inside LA, it's Crips. You see what I'm saying?
Well
Because
said.
Pittsburgh, we never even had, there's not a lot of Bloods. It's just OGs and Crips.
And that's why
it depends, like I said, the state and the colors and all that kind of stuff kind of goes together. And when people don't know too, I'm saying another thing about it, everybody, like I said, migrated to California, probably like I said, mostly in the 1940s, 50s, 60s. They migrated to California. So all their families come from the South, mostly. You feel what I'm saying? On the Midwest. So when they migrated to California, when they get in trouble in California, the grandsons back in the day that was getting in trouble, they're running Granny's house in Shreveport. They're running Granny's house in Little Rock. And they'll hide out, but they'll be with their cousins and them and put them on to whatever gang they was from. That's how a lot of the Bloods got in Arkansas, and that's how a lot of Crips got in Shreveport.
That makes sense.
Yes.
That's what it was, you know what I'm saying? And I remember this growing up because I was 10, 12 years old, and when guys, the OGs would get in trouble, they go down south to the granny's house. They go stay with auntie and them down south. They go hide out because he ain't been in the drive-by. So he get out of town, they don't know where he at. You see what I'm saying? But he down in Shreveport. He down in Arkansas, Little Rock, banging. He puts his cousins on. They come out there for one summer and they get on. They like, hey, I've been to the real set. It's kind of like once you've been to the actual Mecca where all this stuff is official and a couple OGs, now that makes you real. Then they go back home and they like, I've been put on.
But
that's how it got started, where it started going outside of California to all these other places. And then especially when the dope gang came in '86, all these guys were, like, man, we got to, it's getting hot. Like you said, the spot getting hot. What they do? Ice Cube made a song about that now, but he wasn't talking about himself, but he was just kind of making a character like he went to Minnesota and started serving. You feel what I'm saying? He put it in the song, and what he was really talking about, this is what the dope boys were doing back then. They were running away from LA and they was going to Missouri and all these different places because they had, LA was getting hot. So they were run somewhere else, but sit up shops like, man, it was this much money over here than over there, but we got the gang connected. So if we have any problems, we just come in here in this stronghold, and that's what they did. But they'll put the guys on because the guys want to be connected to that California connection. This is what happened, real life.
Now that's education, Crip Blood 101 right there, y'all. Hit that goddamn, y'all owe us a like. Goddamn. Can we get a like? That's Crip and Blood 101. Go ahead, YG.
It just makes sense because I'm like, Suge had a good upbringing. He was a professional football player. I'm like, how did he turn blood? He lived decent.
He always wanted to be.
When Dr. E
we called him wannabes.
The same thing you said, YG, because Dr. E told me that story in that same way, and I was like, damn. Now I see why they had good lives.
Tupac used to do ballet. You know what I'm saying? was in the
Diamond always going below the knees and hitting somebody down. You know what I'm saying? Tupac over there doing ballet. With the Tupac with ballet, Lynn Swan did ballet, and he was a professional football player and was one of the baddest to ever do it.
Yeah, he ain't no football player. He turned in from Twinkle Toes to talking about I'm the hardest one ever.
Well, I mean, it's Twinkle Toes. It's Twinkle Toes of playing. It's Twinkle Toes of being the baddest wide receiver and still taking hits and going to Super Bowls. That's what matters, right? People want to say the same thing about Lynn Swan.
That's two different things. This
I
man
love
How's it
y'all. I
different?
love y'all. Y'all
How is it different? It's the same thing. It's the same. It's the same. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. If you don't,
Tupac was soft when it came to the female.
there it is, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't like it, just say that.
He was
She like to say her little shit and mute her mic.
If you don't like it, just say that. We get the vibe.
I didn't say I didn't like Tupac. I just said when it came to women, he was butter.
Well, if you like him, you wouldn't be talking bad about him. If you like him, you wouldn't be talking bad about him.
Bad about him. I said
You just called him Twinkle Toes. You just called him Twinkle Toes, and the man resting in peace. That's all bad. That's all bad. That's all bad. That's all bad.
They say Twinkle
I'm gonna keep it a beam. He did go to. He was in Baltimore for a minute. He went to the School of Performing Arts. However, his major was poetry.
Yes,
he may have took a couple dance classes, but he didn't go there for dance.
Who you talking about, Tupac?
Yes, I'm a historian.
He was a poet. Yes, he was.
He's talking about Tupac.
Oh shit! Let me go get some of your ass. Hold on.
I
Keep
say,
on.
when it came down to the ladies, he was butter. That's all I said.
He was what now?
When it came down to the ladies, he was butter.
Now, I missed that part. I'm trying to hear what she said on that part. When it came to the ladies, he was what?
He was butter.
Butter meaning good or bad?
It's good to me.
It means it's good. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Okay.
He was definitely good. My bad, y'all. But yeah, he was butter. He was like super, super butter. Like when it came down to the ladies, to the women, you know what I'm saying? Like he was just. He was.
Well, I'm gonna say this about the whole. I'm gonna say this about the whole industry right now, though. Before as rap go, when you go back to the day, like we was just talking about, all these guys were considered. From Ice Cubes to Easy E's. Once they hit the studio and was rapping and inside the studio and not in the streets, they all considered studio
in the hip hop community.
studio
Does
gangsters.
Tupac is gay? This old clip of a 17-year-old Tupac has fans questioning what team the late rapper swung for. It's a weird debate because, like, who cares? With all this Diddy talk lately, tinfoil hat wearers just want another Tupac conspiracy to latch onto. This is a really old interview, and many people think he was just excited to talk, and others point out that Tupac was just a typical theater kid.
I like it. It's nice.
A new debate has popped off in the hip-hop community. Does Tupac is gay? This old clip of a 17-year-old Tupac has fans questioning what team the late rapper swung for. It's a weird debate because, like, who cares? With all this Diddy talk lately, tinfoil hat wearers just want another Tupac conspiracy to latch onto. This is a really old interview, and many people think he was just excited to talk, and others point out that Tupac was just a typical theater kid.
I like it. It's nice.
A new debate has popped off in the hip-hop.
Hold on, let me get it right here.
Yeah, I go just like the video just said. You know, he was a typical kid. He was like 14, 15 years old.
17. Everybody thinks he's got a little sugar in his
Yeah,
step.
expect he's gonna be. He wasn't a gangster.
I felt like since I'm an actor, they should understand. They should have let me do it, but they didn't. And then I had a cold, so they were making me work in a freezer. And I'm really not wanting to be disrespected. And I felt like I was just respected because I asked.
When you're 17, you do
Don't
some
do
gay
that.
shit, you know?
No, I don't.
You're just like, but there's video of me out there somewhere, 16 years old, just like this. I bet there is.
This video is going viral. For Tupac back in the day. He was 17. Everybody thinks he's got a little sugar in his step.
Yeah, but that's only because he was raised by his mother. I don't want to hear it.
I felt like since I'm an actor, they should understand. They should have let me do it, but they didn't. And then I had a cold. So they were making me work in a freezer. And I'm really not wanting to be disrespected. And I felt like I was just respected because I asked.
When you're 17, you do some gay shit, you know?
No, I don't.
You're just like, I bet there's video of me out there somewhere, 16 years old, just like this. I bet there is.
Well, that could be true. I mean, going back, what I'm saying about the industry, everybody that was not actually in the streets, they all studio gangsters. Am I right or wrong?
That's true, but
You
that
are so
actually is
right.
what caused Tupac demise.
I mean, is that right? You know, so even with Suge Knight, listen to what I'm saying. Even with Suge Knight, he was not a gangster. Period.
He wasn't.
Suge is not
That's
a
what I'm
blood.
saying.
Suge is not a blood, but he claims it though.
He was a lover boy.
But you heard what I just said? He claims that he was a blood, he was a mob, but he's not officially.
Exactly,
According to
and that's
the OGs, such as Mob James, said he was never put on the set, but he ran with his brother, who was a real one. Suge was well off and come from a wealthy family in Compton. He didn't have to do nothing, but he ran the streets with the dudes because he wanted to, because he could, because of his size, and he had a little money. So he bought his way around even before he became a football star. And then when he became a football star and played for the Rams, which is wearing blue, but that's a whole different thing. But he played for the Rams, and he had more money. Then he became a bodyguard, had more money. Then he ran with the right people and clicked up and made money off Vanilla Nice, you know, allegedly. So all that being said, that's how he got into the industry, because of his size and way he moved around. He was bodyguard, he was doing all that, but he was never, ever, all through all that, he was never a blood. But who gonna say anything when you running with him though?
Let me ask this question.
He affiliated by association.
Let me ask you this question. Do you think that
I
Tupac
could
would
be
be
too.
alive today if he wouldn't have went the route of being a hip hop gangster? If he wouldn't have went with that image, do you think he would be alive?
What was the question again? What was the question again?
If Tupac didn't go down the rabbit hole of being that hip hop gangster feel look for the public, do you think he would, if he would have went a different approach in his music?
Oh yeah,
do you
for
think that he
sure.
would still be living right now?
Yeah, for sure, for
He
sure.
would
That
have
was his
probably been
downfall.
assassinated.
That was
He'd
his
have been
right.
assassinated.
That was his downfall.
Don't y'all love
Tupac's
the green
downfall.
box? This is what we do on this damn green box.
Tupac's downfall was actually trying to associate Death Row and separate it from the mob. They were one. You know, Long Beach Insanes, you know, was Snoop and them was from or whatever, and then you got the mob. They were pretty much what made Death Row. The whole thing, like a fraternity. So when Pop came in, he wanted to fit in. But then when him and Snoop got into it, you're gonna go the opposite direction. So he was kind of hanging with Suge.
Wait, let me say this. Let me say this. I think that he would have passed either way if he would have taken a different direction. Now remember who his mom and them was, and I think that his direction would have been of some type of leader. And I believe because he was so outspoken, he probably would have been assassinated, just like Kennedy, just like Martin Luther King.
Bingo.
Because he was a truth teller. He was a truth teller. But this is the thing too. Now Snoop owns Death Row. You know that, right? He's the owner of Death Row now.
But according to Suge, he's saying it's still some allegedly.
With his lying ass, but go ahead.
He didn't want to give it up to Snoop. Really, he didn't want to give it up to Snoop. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to give it up, but Snoop got it. But then it's also said that he's partners with Harry O, but he going against the grain of both of them. He going against the grain of both of them, but he know that's where he got some of the money when he first started. So even though the old stories say that, now he's trying to say different. But you know, like I said, like you said, you don't go with Suge so forward because he's trying to stay relevant. But he really don't snitch though. But he will put somebody down to keep himself up. You feel what I'm saying? That's just what Suge do.
Hold on, Diamond. Diamond, let's get through it. Let's get through it. Let's get through this little piece before we at the end. No. We on the box. This is what we do. This is how we do. This is what we do. My panel is a beast. This is what we do. So we welcome people that just came in. We on the green box. We out here talking. We outside, gang. But check this out. Let's math this part. This is what I want y'all to math. We know what Dolph's thing was. What? Marijuana, right? Marijuana.
Okay, right. Okay.
We just seen the load come in, right? We seen the load come in through
marijuana cocaine.
Right. And it might have been a
I'm asking, what was it? You know, they showing us, but it's like, was that cocaine? Was it crack? Or what was it?
Yeah, we know, but we know Dolph's thing was marijuana. That's
Marijuana,
what Dolph
okay.
used to do. Marijuana. We know that possibly, you know, he probably had his own little scheme of getting in that cookie shop so they could make them edibles. Because that was Dolph's thing. Marijuana. That was his thing. So let's track Trap Boy Freddy. Trap Boy Freddy, that Rico coming. Because we know Yellow Beezy gonna tell on you. Now this is why Dallas was gonna be the new.
Now wouldn't that be but wouldn't that be a perfect route though? I mean, like you just broke it down right there. If rappers was to take their money and go ahead and invest in legal distribution centers or whatever they call them, dispensaries, if they was to actually do that, that would take out the whole street shit of the. Why they won't do that? Nipsey was getting ready to do it, remember? But then he ended up kind of,
Chief Keef took that route. Chief Keef took the route. He has his own strand. A lot of them are starting to do it. Dolph was on it. See, Dolph was on his own strand. See, now look at Dolph. Everything that goddamn Dolph did, Yo Gotti tried to do it. So now watch this. Now listen to the birdies.
That's what I would do if I was a rapper in the street gang. I would just go ahead and get me a strand of some weed or something, and get me a couple dispensaries in my city. That's what I would do.
Me too. Long live Dolph. Now look at Dolph. They following him. This is long live Dolph. Let's go. Listen to what Trap Boy Freddy said.
Hey. Blaming on Monster. Hey. Hey. I get cool money, nigga, every goddamn day. I got 4 or 5 safes and I don't see them every day. Niggas don't be in the streets, it's safe to say they play it safe. I'm smoking Gary Payton shit, I guess that's why they hate me. I get cool money, nigga, every goddamn day. I got 4 or 5 safes and I don't see them every day. Niggas don't be in the streets, it's safe to say they play it safe. I'm smoking Gary Payton shit, I guess that's why they hate me. We got gelato, we got some Skittles, we got some runs, we got some gushers.
He telling you all the strands of weed they got. They got strand, they got gelato, they got the Skittles, they got all the types of marijuana. Dolph is making his move now. Dolph down there, you see the connection? They got all the strands of marijuana. Now watch this, gang. We finna rock the show. Yeah, I'm about to kick them in their ass. Now look.
We got some mints, Corona tripping, I'm finna get it. We got some Larry, 500, we got some Dow, we got some Crumble. I was supposed to have a plug on the Obama rush, that nigga was stunning. We got Gary for the cheap, where the sheep to me, that shit 33, 27, 26, 28, you can get some good OG. I had corn for the 5, 6, 700, nigga ass the streets.
Like Dr. E said, once again, I ain't gotta keep going, they tell on they goddamn self.
Even about the legitimate business.
Giving you the numbers. See, now that shirt say Dallas now. Now, didn't I tell you?
Yeah.
That's where he from, Dallas. Dallas, the new Memphis. So Gotti say, let me move in. Guess who got locked up? They got, goddamn it, Yellow. They finna get this nigga too, because he done just told himself on this video. Trap Boy Freddy next. Trap Boy Freddy, because Yellow Beezy gonna tell on Trap Boy Freddy.
Yep.
Beezy gonna tell on Freddy. So they two gone. They ain't worth nothing. But guess who just moved in? The real trappers, which is who? Montana 700 and Zillionaire Zoe. Through Yo Gotti.
Yeah.
So now we gonna move that. Now let's rock the show. Well, why you say that, Dove? Now let me show you something. Let me show you. The head man in charge. They gonna want me. They already want me. They already want me dead. Yeah, they want to kill me. Now look. Now watch this game. Bingo. I'm on your ass. Look at Jay-Z's big public investment. Goddamn Jay-Z.
What?
Jay-Z invested $19 million.
What?
In marijuana software. Jay-Z invested $9 million, gang. 19 million.
19.
Not 9. $19 million in marijuana software companies. Flowhub. That's what he invested in. Jay-Z don't even look like he smoked no weed, do
He used to.
But Trap Boy Freddy them gone, and they got it. Yeah, they got it for the low. Charleston White told on them, said they was already raiding their little trap houses. Get in here. Yeah, I'm a kid. I'm gonna tell you the right way. So now he invested 19 million, gang. Not 9, $19 million in a marijuana software. Well, what is that? We had to see what that marijuana software may be. Okay, so that was in the Uber. But the software that he invested in, he also invested in Uber. But the software is to be used to calculate your money in stores. It goes in the stores. It's calculating your marijuana. And also, what did it say, Angel, that for me to help you grow marijuana? How to grow marijuana. This is what Jay-Z is into. So now, they moving in. The D-Boys finna be gone. But the RICO is coming. And we're going to talk about that. But before we get into that, K1 White. How you say it? K1 White. Is he really the shooter? Is K1 really the shooter of Mo 3? Let's look at it. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay, there you go. There go K1. K1 is only what? 5'8". This guy down right here don't look like he 5'8". This guy look like he about 6'1", 6'2".
How did he keep his pants on running? Them motherfuckers was like they were about to fall smooth off.
But do you guys know that K1 is not locked up for the murder of Mo 3? Did anybody know that? Those two guys aren't locked up. You didn't know that?
No.
They're locked up for possession of firearm.
But not for the murder.
That's why they were locked up, for possession of a firearm, not for the unaliving of Mo 3. Later that came. Now this young man, now everybody look at his neck. Does it look like this guy running got tattoo on his neck?
No.
Well, let's move in closer.
Oh yeah, it looked like he got a big one.
So, is that almost, now that nose is strong. Now it's a possibility. Now when we go back here and look here, we don't see that height. We're not really seeing that height. He's only 5'8". This guy is like at least 6'1" or something. Now we don't see a tattoo on the neck, but that nose. Now we look at this here. So this is a throw up. Look at that. Face almost kind of looks like this face, but we don't see the tattoo on the neck.
Right.
We don't see the tattoo on the neck like we saw the tattoo allegedly on Rodnisha in the cookie shop. That's still a throw up. This is all alleged. But as we look here, if you see, do you guys in the chat, do you see, does this look like a tattoo on the neck?
Bro, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Where the girl at to set him up?
Don't know. Now that was one of the girlfriends, right? Now, did anybody also know, YG, that this man here was in a relationship with the tranny?
What?
Yeah, he's in a relationship with the tranny.
Dang.
Yeah, he got pictures online and sexual. And he ain't trying to hide it. He in the car with her, riding around like it ain't nothing. Yeah, he like boy women, women boys. He like them. Skittle gang. Yeah, he's Skittle gang. Yeah, so he like the goddamn Skittle, but it ain't even Skittle. He just riding around with a goddamn man with a woman part. Yeah, I don't get it. I just not understanding it. I don't understand. Thank God for Trump being in. He gonna stop that. Motherfucker gonna have to put them some goddamn Levi's on. Yes, you can do some 505s, some 501s. I don't care what the fuck you got to do, but get you some goddamn jeans on. Go and put yourself some skinny jeans on. We tired of walking around them goddamn dresses up here fooling these men out here, and they having to look at your goddamn Adam's apple. We tired of that shit.
Yeah. Now where's he from again?
The LGBTQ alone. Leave him alone now. Let them live.
Yep. Rainbow sherbet. He want to get him some rainbow sherbet. You want to get? We ain't with that shit, man. Get that shit. We tired of that. I'm just saying. Y'all can be mad, but I ain't gotta like them. I got rights. I got motherfucking rights as a citizen of. I ain't got to. He don't like it when they do that. That's so tired. I'm tired of y'all goddamn playing the game. I ain't gonna play with you. I ain't playing with you no more. Some of them cool, but goddamn it, the ones that be all loud up in the goddamn mall, then I be like, man, stop trying to be seen. I don't like that shit. The motherfuckers that want to be seen all the time doing it. Some of them like to hear they self-talk.
That's considered flamboyant.
Right. Some of them just be wanting to hear they self-talk. I be like, man, get your ass up out here with that.
David, you know what that's about, but we're going to move on.
Yeah, we're going to move that on. So now we've seen the marijuana connection. So now you're going to move on to something. This young female, fair use, I want to share. Now we're going to get into this. Let me share this one. Who do you guys see here? Again, this motherfucker is every goddamn where. Anywhere we go, this nigga there. Anywhere we go, this nigga is here.
Who?
I'm finna show you. This nigga everywhere we go. And we just can't dodge him. Everywhere somebody is unalive, this nigga
there. Boozy.
Bingo.
What is little black ass?
Right behind Duke the Jeweler. They go Duke the Jeweler.
Yeah.
And he all up in Duke the Jeweler's hand.
Yeah.
Look. All over in Duke the Jeweler hand. R.I.P. to Duke the
night
Jeweler.
of Takeoff.
There it go.
That's Quavo right there?
No, that's Duke the Jeweler. I don't know who that is down there at the table, but this not the night of Quavo. This not that night.
He was there when Duke the Jeweler. Yeah.
There go Duke. Duke was supposed to give him a chain, sell him a chain, and remember they went to the hotel and all of that, and Duke the Jeweler ended up unalive outside, but Boosie and them wanted to get him to show him some chains, and still somebody got in his room and took the rest of the chains, so they might have paid the goddamn hotel to goddamn let them in the room and get the rest of this shit.
I remember this. Yeah.
And this is still going to be an open case. But why is Bootsy around everybody that had done been unalive?
Facts.
Now look.
Wow.
Oh, look at him on Duke. He all up in Duke shit.
But in all fairness, people get shot in the leg in Dallas. He got shot in the leg. So
look how Boosie all up on this man.
But did you hear me? Boosie got shot in the leg after Mo3 got passed away.
Far as we know.
But why? You know what I'm saying? Like, they was basically telling him to stay out of Dallas business. They always say stay out of Dallas business. He's staying out. But he got shot in the leg.
Like September Burgo said, Boosie slick. Boosie slick as ice. And she ain't lying. He's slick. So now we're going to listen to this last bit of commentary so somebody can track. So now we know on the green box what we're going to talk about. We putting our pieces together. We're going to stay on top of this. But I want you to listen to this, lady. We have to stay on top of this. And tomorrow we're going to do the Big U and we're going to do Big U and the Nipsey Hussle situation on the green box. So let's go ahead and look at this. I want everybody to pay attention to this. And she's going to say some cute things in this, and then we're going to get ready to close the live out. We want to thank everybody for coming. We hit 15, I think, in the chat. We're moving up. Last time it was 13. We went up to 15. We crawling, but we got to crawl before we walk. We're going to do this shit like we're supposed to. Thank everybody for coming. So, you know, my gang is, some of my gang is on East Coast time, and they got to go to work. So I want to thank Yolanda for taking her time out, for coming up to with her being an hour ahead of the time that we're on now. So we want to thank everybody, Yolanda. Salute to you. The Headhunter, Tennessee, please drop your link in the chat. Please subscribe to Tennessee if you're not subscribed. If you haven't, please subscribe. Make sure you subscribe before you
We got
get
20 likes, though. 20 likes.
20 likes, and that's what I'm talking about. That means 20 people came around this motherfucker. 20 different people came around, and that's got that 20 gonna turn into 40, from 40 to 60 to 80. We finna grind, man. We gonna get it out the mud. This how we do, man. Power pack panel. So let's do this part. Let's watch this woman, so y'all can math. Very intelligent woman. Fair use under Act 106. I do want you guys to see her. Here she is. Pay attention to what she says so you can math this. And I'm going to have one more thing after this to show so everybody can be on the right track when it comes to us tracking on the green box, the Mo 3 situation, the Dallas, New Memphis, along with we coming up with Big U. And I'm sure that Dr. E is going to be able to rock that most of the time because that's where he's from. And he gives us good intel when it comes to LA city life. So, and he knows a lot.
Dev, are you going to talk about Tia Crip at any point?
Oh yeah, I got her. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show that because I'm gonna show that at the end of this. So after this, we're gonna show the LLC. I got that up on the timeline right now, so we can get a little bit more into that. Let's go.
I don't know how true it is, but this is what people are saying. It's Dolph turn. They're gonna keep rotating until they get this person. Then they're gonna keep rotating. After Dolph turn, it might be somebody else with the P. Diddy stuff. It might even be because they're working their way up to Jay-Z. They are working their way to Jay-Z. They want Jay-Z by any.
What did I tell y'all? They working their way up. They working their up to Jigga. Let's go.
Means necessary. They already tied him to a RICO. They already tied him to association stuff. Okay, so they're working their way up to Jay-Z right now, y'all. I keep telling y'all this. Okay, and they're gonna take turns with each one. And then they're going to get back to Mo 3 case, and then they're going to arrest somebody else in that whole Mo 3 thing. It is going down, right?
Bingo. So I'm going to show you something that Content Kings know, and we're going to put YG up to date. Let's go.
Now, y'all. And I feel so relieved that it's about time.
Yes.
It's about time. I'm so sick of these people that's been doing all this stuff and getting away with it. And this go to show you that a lot of people in high places knew who all played a part and they covered this stuff up. And when change lanes, when Trump came in office, and now all of them are being put on blast.
When Trump came in office, let's go.
Before Trump came in office, they were all hanging out at the White House, y'all. And it's still.
Why would they? I'm gonna say this last part. I don't mean to interrupt y'all because I know y'all was listening. Everybody was wondering why Snoop Dogg sold out. Why Soulja Boy sold out and went to inauguration. Did I say that right? And
inauguration, yeah.
Inauguration and performed.
No, he
for
didn't.
Donald Trump, right? You know why they did it? and hit the fucking like button. Give me a thumbs up. You know why you think they did that? I'm about to do you all type of ways. The reason
I
why
don't
they
know.
did,
I'm
they
still
want to
kind
get
of
a
like,
pardon.
damn.
What if they think they about to get locked up, YG, and they want to get that pardon?
Yeah, I could see Snoop.
Linked up to Tupac.
Yeah, they swear. I don't want to believe that.
They performing because they scared they might have to get locked up and they can get that goddamn pardon. Hit the like button. Thank you, MFD. They want to get that pardon. They don't know who gonna get popped up, so might as well perform for them. Because if they come get me on the goddamn Rico, maybe he'll give me a pardon like he did Kodak.
Yeah, that
Let's
was the
continue
worst.
the math.
That's true. That's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's continue the math. Let's go.
Still, some of them trying to creep to the White House right now. Boosie, we watching you, baby. Your name that came up in a lot of stuff. Your name that came up with Mo 3. Your name that came up with Dolph. So, please, okay, please, Duke the Jeweler. Okay, all of that. So please do not act like you are innocent. Don't keep trying to call yourself and running up under Trump, thinking that I'm finna get a pardon. This and that and this.
Bingo.
They're laughing at you behind your back. Word on the street. Y'all, they're saying Yo Gotti is next. They're saying he's about to get arrested, y'all. So 9 times out of 10, if they didn't get Yo Gotti, you know who's they're gonna get? They're definitely going to get Jay-Z. Okay. Major player in this whole situation, allegedly. I've been telling y'all.
Watch this.
How else would I know about the Bass Pro Shop if it wasn't for allegedly, Puffy and they're singing like Whitney Houston? I told y'all this.
Puffy talked about the Bass Pro. What is the Bass Pro? Has anybody been walking around now seeing these people wearing that Bass Pro hat with the little fish on the top with the yellow emblem?
I know what you're talking about.
The Bass Pro hat. And guess what? The Bass Pro hat is the pyramid. When y'all see the Content King come on that big old pyramid of Memphis, that big pyramid that sits in Memphis, that's the Bass Pro Center. And it has the big old fish on it. And guess who had the Bass Pro hat on, YG?
Jay?
Nope. How about Straight Drop? The one that was shooting Dolph, he was wearing a Bass Pro hat.
Yep, that's right.
Y'all see how it's linking in? The Bass Pro hat?
Yeah, is that kind of a Memphis trend too?
No, it's actually because, and you know, it's strange because I've seen like 4 people with one on. One was at a truck stop. Well, not a truck stop. It was at a shipper, and I went in. It was a older African American gentleman, and I was like, man, you know, I had to tell him. You know what I'm saying? I was like, hey, bro, every time I see that hat, I just can't stand it. And he was like, what you mean? I was like, that's the hat that, you know, the young man that was unalived in Memphis. He was like, yeah, Young Dolph. I was like, the dude that unalived him had that hat on. You know, he's like, well, you know, man, I bought it because it's cheap and I'm a fisherman, so I like to fish. Yeah. I don't keep up with them little rap guys and all that. But also the hat is, and the one other person I spoke to about it, they said that the hat is getting popular because it's cheap. You know, you can buy it in Walmart, you know, but it's actually becoming a part of fashion now. So, you know, when I did look up, when I heard her say, I was watching the live, and you're right, September Virgo, it's a subliminal message. But one of the subliminal messages that Straight Drop was putting out when he wore that hat, I'm thinking, was like, I'm going to be the king of the city. Because when you go into Memphis, the big old pyramid has the Bass Pro on it. So when Straight Drop wore that hat, symbolizing after I get rid of Dolph, I run the city.
Maybe, bro. That's deep.
I am the pyramid of Memphis. It's on the pyramid. I am Memphis. He got a video. Straight Drop got a video that comes on, and right when the music video come on, it showed a pyramid with the Bass Pro on it.
Send me that.
I can look it up right now. Hold on. Right here. Hold on. Let me get ready to get that. Hit the like button while I get this ready for everybody. And I'm gonna go ahead and finish what she's saying because it's very important.
Yeah.
I was kind of wondering about that Bass Pro stuff. You know, a couple years way back in I guess that's the late 80s. Remember they had the duck gear out? You know, down south it was really popular. People was wearing a little duck.
Yeah.
I can't remember the actual name of it, but they was wearing that duck stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it was like a down south kind of thing, like a polo kind of thing, right? Like a polo shirt, like an alligator or the tigre. So that made me think about the pro bass shop, the same kind of thing. It's kind of like, it's kind of trendy for the streets, but it's kind of a Memphis or a down south thing. Because like you said, the bass fishermen, people go out and go fishing. So I was kind of wondering about that. Was it a older person thing, southern thing, or was it like the kids are doing it? You feel what I'm saying? And if it did, what does it symbolize for the kids? Why are they doing it? You know, because they don't even go outside and go fishing.
And here that is. We're gonna walk it down. So here this is how the video starts. A Straight Drop, the Bass Pro. The video is called Track Hawk. Man that unlived Young Dog. And he's basically telling you what he did in the video. A little bit after this, it was live. You see that? Y'all see that? On the pyramid it says Bass.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Now look.
Okay.
This is crazy.
And he gonna tell you how he hawked Young Dog that.
So this is Straight Drop's video. This was his video.
Spots I'm moving, then I'm fine. Treat the old for what they worth. They cuffing on the O's ain't mine. Killing shit, yeah, I stay fresh as fuck.
But this is after dark, so he didn't got paid. He got his money. But see, Cornelius didn't get his half. So see, Straight Drop ran off with Cornelius' money. Straight Drop ran off with Cornelius never got paid. Straight Drop finessed his ass.
That's
Straight Drop finessed Cornelius. That's why Cornelius told on Straight Drop. Let's go.
Round table with some bosses, sipping, walk out now, no coffee. Trying to give it to that, trying to leave me with 50 in my coffin. In the trap, I'm serving off and run this shit up, ain't no walking. When we slide it,
did you hear him say in the song, leave me with 50 in my coffin? Wasn't they supposed to split the 50,000 a piece and give Hernandez Govan 10,000 a piece? Hernandez Govan would have walked off with 20,000.
You know what I'm thinking.
Right, he told his whole story, so he just said, leave me with 50,000 in my coffin.
Hey.
Right? So it was supposed to be a split. Hold on, Diamond coming.
They could take that money and go buy a house with it, man. They all in the videos. They all talking about what they doing. It's just,
this is ridiculous.
So here we go.
Technically, they were supposed to have got 40K a piece.
Right, they was gonna get. They was supposed to get. Yeah, so they was gonna get 50. Right, they was gonna get 50 though, right, Diamond, and give Hernandez Govan 10 a piece.
Right, if you do 10 a piece out of 100K, that's 80K though.
Right, they get 40 a piece. They walk with 40.
Right, but that's not what happened.
Right, Straight Drop ran off on Cornelius.
No, it was supposed to be 40 a piece. That's 80K.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
And Govan was supposed to got 20K. So 100K. If they were supposed to go 100K, that means it was 80K split between the two of them. That means 40K a piece.
That's what I just said, Diamond.
But you said 50K.
I said it was out of the 100, they would have got 50, but they were supposed to take 10 out of that 50 each and give Hernandez Govan $20K.
And remember, he ran off with all the money.
But he ran off with all the money and got caught with, goddamn it, remember he got caught with
all in the video.
Shondell Barnett. He got caught with Barnett. And Barnett
he got caught all in the video like he doing right now, flossing everything he doing. I got all the money. And he tell you the whole story. That's what he got caught.
That's crazy.
Look at him. We bought him a new jacket, new boots.
He said 50. Look, that nigga said 50 shots. He talking about Dolph. Go faster than this.
He got a new jacket, new boots.
Terrible.
That's a new jacket. He got fresh hunting boots.
They trying to see who my style is. Young nigga flying on violent. Don't watch these bitches, they childish. I'm streaking, stacking and piling. I done ran my money up, now the phone come with.
Oh man. That's why the video acted up. This is too much.
Like, what made him think he was going to get away with that?
Oh man.
And imagine how his mama felt when she realized he was doing the stuff he was doing. Because I believe she tried to contact him before he actually did what he did.
Well, bring your ass home. And where you get all this money from? The rent needs to be paid.
And I wanted to put YG on that one. Guess what happened with that YG? Diamond right on point. Can you hear me, YG? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I can hear you. I was on mute. Go ahead.
What happened? His mama called him right as he was pulling the trigger.
Whoa.
Right as he opened the car door, his mama was dialing his phone when they checked the goddamn phone records. Right when he opened the door, ain't that how mama know when something wrong with her son?
Yeah.
When he do something wrong, mama know.
Wow.
But it was greed. It was greed, envy, jealousy, all that wrapped in one.
Yeah.
And that's why we been covering this Dolph case, because it's so crazy. There's also a part which don't make no sense about the Dolph case, that when he's running to the car, I haven't showed this yet. I'm gonna show y'all on the content keys. When he's running to the car, right, G, right?
Yeah.
On his phone records, when he's running back to the car, he picked up the phone and talked. How the fuck was he running, but he didn't pick up the goddamn phone? How does that happen? See how strange this is? When he was running, he picked up the phone. How the fuck? He was dialing
in the middle of a murder. In the middle of a murder.
He's dialing out. So
hello?
Right. But not, he's not getting the call. He's dialing out, Dr. E.
That's one of those. Where you at? What you doing?
Trying to create an alibi.
No, but what I'm saying is he's in a running motion, YG. So I'm saying he's in a running motion, right?
Yeah.
And he's calling
and he
somebody.
The phone.
And he answers the phone.
That's crazy.
How is that possible?
The person on the other side was just, they just asking him, "What you doing right now?"
Man, I mean, and they talk for like a minute and something. So I'm like, how is that possible? What's going on with the case?
What he say? Let me hit you right back.
Right, let me hit you right back. Like in the middle of running to the car, so you running back. He ain't even made it in the car, but he already running. And he done picked up the phone and said, "Let me call you right back, gang." You know what I'm saying? Like,
dang. That's crazy.
That's why case is so crazy. That's why the dog.
Oh man!
You know we outlaws. They don't want us talking about the Dolph case. Old man didn't want us to talk about it.
These youngsters too much now, man. They just too much now. Look how that sound. He in the middle of a murk, you know what I'm saying? And then he answered the phone. Hey, let me hit you right back. All right, you know what you doing right now? Let me hit you right back. Listen how that sound. Who does that in the middle of a, you know what I'm saying, a drive-by situation, a walk-by in their case? You know, who? Hold on, let me call you right back. You know what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying,
Oh
Dr.
my
E?
God.
It don't make sense. That's what I'm trying to say. Listen to what I'm saying, Dr. E.
Oh man.
We know he never picked up a goddamn phone. So whose phone they got that he picked it up? How we never seen that? That's why I'm saying it's so crazy because this nigga didn't pick after he shot the 2 times because he was scary. Cornelius the one that ran up there and put in the work for real. So when he turned around and he started running, he's stepping and on the phone logs, what they showing in the courtroom is say he answered the phone at the same goddamn time that he running. We don't even see him with no phone in his hand. What's going on?
That must have been when he got back in the car.
But it did take him a little longer to get out the car compared to Cornelius.
Also, they say the cameras was off. They say the camera timings was off. The outside camera to the inside.
He probably was on the phone with his mom while he was still in the car.
No, he didn't talk to his mama. Later, when he got back down there, he talked to his mom. It's a lot of shit that I'm gonna show back on that. I got that lined up too.
So all this is all after when he got shot too, because then he gets shot.
Yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely.
At that point too, if he answered the phone, let's say if his mom was on the phone, would he tell her, "Mama, I just got shot"? Boy, where you at, Mama? I just got shot, Mama. What happened?
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying, YG.
What you doing out there, boy? I done got shot, Mama.
I think we just should upload on Content Kings, but
it hurt.
I still
you know what I'm
it's so
saying?
fun on the green box, though, ain't it?
I still question on how they even got hit because if you see how they were running back, both of them didn't look like they were limping.
No, yes, it did. Cornelius looked like Straight Drop got hit. Remember, Straight Drop hit a limp on their ass. Straight Drop hit that limp. Straight Drop hit a limp. He did. He ain't gonna lie to you. I got it right
where did we break that down to? So they went to the hospital outside of
Yep.
They said they went outside of me because I was wondering. I was like, "What did they go to the hospital?" So I think we brought that up when we was talking to Raven. So they ended up going across the state line and went to the hospital.
He went over to a girlfriend's house and got doctored up with a home.
Yeah, I never did believe. I'm like, who gonna pull Rambo? You know what I'm saying? Rambro. Right. It ain't no dudes that hard in the hood. Come on. You got shot. Oh, break out the sewing kit, homie. I got this. Man, come on, stop. Like it happen all the time. They just break out the sewing kit and do a Rambo move. Like,
I mean, break it on out with a limp. Look,
take the sewing. Bobby Pin. You know what I'm saying? Paper clip. Come on, man. Stop it.
Let's go back to Tippy Toe that Onan lied and said it was 3 shooters. Watch. Let's get Tippy Toe. I'm going to get him. Hold on.
Yeah, I still wonder about that part, though, that Tippy Toe thing. What happened to that dude?
Remember there was no third person. Everybody, there was a third shooter. Hold on, let me get his step where he looked just. Cornelius can't be that skinny. Hold on. Here come Tippy Toe. Hold on.
Oh.
Tippy Toe. There go Tippy Toe. There go one on the Tippy Toe. Now look.
Yeah, I remember we was breaking that down.
Yeah. Now
that's great.
Now you see how Cornelius' body look right there because his body's shaking. Yolanda.
Yeah.
They tried to say this was a third shooter. It was 3 people there when they seen this body. They said there was 3 people there. Who is this guy? They called him Tippy Toe. Onan was calling him Tippy Toe. Say he's standing.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That did fit at first if the camera had been doctoring. You know what I'm saying? Because we was going off the fact Right. We was going off the, if it's been doctored up and they removed the person and did the editing of the video and all that, that was possible. And then Tippy Toe was matching the description. You know what I'm saying? So we was on that for a minute. I can't lie. To sit here and say if he wasn't on it,
It looked like that other guy by the body.
Yeah.
The guy that's standing on the side of the store. It looked like him. It did. The nigga standing on the side of the store who was hanging around, that same body looked like him. What up, Top Notch? So look,
and then like I said, with some camera editing and everything.
Yes, so they got mad when I started doing this, and I caught it. We caught it when the case came out. I said, ding, 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 boom, there go Tippy Toe. That's Tippy Toe. But Tippy Toe is Cornelius. They tried to say, how did Cornelius gain so much weight right here? And you see the Bass Pro hat that Straight Drop got on right there. So now the bullets is coming out. Dog falls out the window. So now we're going to see one Straight Drop limps. If we can see this, if he watches when he get hit. Now look at him limp right there. He limp.
Isn't he supposed to go to court this month?
Cornelius is, but then ain't nothing happened yet. Is Cornelius still living? We don't know. But we
it's like the end of the month. We got what, 5 more days, 6 more days left? I thought this case was been happening.
It was supposed to be the 13th. It was supposed to be March 13th.
Well,
I'm keeping my ear to the streets. True results ain't got nothing. Auntie V ain't talking about it. If they ain't talking about it, then shit, it ain't out there. I'm looking. I ain't seen nothing yet. That's why when we go back to the and we would love to have you on Content Kings, Yolanda.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, that's kind of suspect right there. He not having a case yet, and it's not public wide or what happened.
He the one that
I got 5 videos up there.
Gotta be something.
I got 5 videos on the timeline, gang. That's stupid fresh. When I'm talking about we going right back to the courtroom, that's gonna say a lot of shit on Gotti. So we right on time. But I ain't gonna lie. I like hanging at this green box. I love my Content King, but there's something about this green box.
Right.
So y'all do it.
Oh, your mic kind of breaking.
Y'all want? All right, can y'all hear me?
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Okay, y'all want to bring it to the green box of Content Kings? It's up to y'all. I like the green box.
It's up to you.
Dr. Eden, quiet. They love the content.
Right. Either way, I mean, we've been doing it either way, but I just don't want to lose the crowd that we had either. I want to make sure everybody has converted over.
Yeah, let's go to Content Kings.
You may have to. Or can you run them simultaneously? You can't do them at the same time.
I can run them simultaneously. I can run them simultaneously, but
because that would double the numbers up, and then you will have both parts. Both. I just can't talk tonight. Both sides covered.
Okay, but we'll do it. We'll stream it from the green box. Then we'll stream it from the green box.
Okay,
we'll do that. I can stream it on both channels. But the green box logo is going to be up, but they still going to know it's us.
Okay.
All right.
So we'll do it like that. So I think I pretty much covered what needs to be covered on the last piece. Diamond wanted this. About the crypto
LLC thing.
Yeah. Cover that. I think we did pretty good. So I think right here. Her name is Tia Crip, who has LLC over right here. Y'all see this?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, that's TikTok, YouTube. Okay, she has sued. Okay, she was sued by the Nipsey estate. Okay. Okay, Crip LLC Tia Hollis, if I saying it right, sued by Nipsey Hussle over use of the marathon continues. Overuse of, okay.
Oh.
The Crip LLC is being sued by Nipsey Hussle's brother Samuel I don't know how to pronounce that name, aka Black Sam. The suit is also against Tia Hollis, who's managing member who owns the majority of the Crip LLC, not affiliated with the Crip gang organization. Samuel also is administrator of Nipsey's estate and filed a suit against two parties. According to the complaints, Black Sam is suing for trademark infringements, false advertising, and unfair competition over use of the catchphrase, "The marathon continues." Billboard reports in 2019, the Crip LLC filed a trademark application for the use of the phrase, "The marathon continues." I don't understand that part.
Yeah, because she said she took the name because they were trying to extort it, Big U and all them. So when you pull up the YouTube interview that she just did, you will hear her talk about it.
Okay, we're gonna look at that. I think I seen YouTube right here.
So how did the case end up with Black Sam? Were they cool with that? Like, okay, we appreciate you trying to.
Because she said that she
performing on the biggest stage in the
she
world
wanted it
was
to
just
go to Nipsey's
step in my
estate.
journey.
That's why she took it.
Hi, I'm Ronnie, and I teach people all over the world how to dance with their dogs on my website. I was searching for a platform where I can really manage my business.
All right, Tia, welcome to Cam Capone News.
Thanks for having me, Cam.
Yes,
she
no
look
problem.
mean than
A
a
lot of people
motherfucker.
might not know who you
She
are.
look like a Crip.
You are the owner of the
she look like a
trademarks
Crip.
and the corporations
with
for
Adidas
Bloods
blue on.
LLC and Crips LLC.
Exactly.
That's
Now,
that Puma. She got Puma. Or
before
is
we
that,
get into a trademark and everything, I would like to get a little bit of background on you. Where'd you grow up, and what was it like for you growing up?
In my early childhood, in the 50s, that was time shared with my father, where his parents were. And with my mother, was more in the Wilshire district of Los Angeles. So that's actually where my gang connection came from, was visiting the weekends at my grandparents' house, who were in the 50s.
Okay, and you got involved in gangs yourself?
Yes.
Okay, became a Crip?
Yes.
Okay, how did that come together, and what was that like?
Well, actually, it came from the area which I had become familiar with and comfortable in as a 5-year-old from visiting my grandparents.
Dr. E, do they be sexing them in or beating them in when they girls?
Huh? Both. The
Do
old
they
school.
have to have sex with all of the guys?
The old school did. That's what they showed in the movie, like Colors. They were like hang-arounds. You know what I'm saying? They're like groupies, like kind of like biker girls to a certain point, like a social club.
Wow. More education game. Let's go.
On the weekend. And familiarizing myself with people in the area, growing older and making my way back as I got older more often, meeting different people in the area, and it was just that kind of thing. I think that's pretty much where gang initiation
I'm sorry,
is.
y'all.
I think
But
it comes from the home.
I'm just going off what I heard. I don't know.
It's where your parents or your whoever you live with pay their rent or their mortgage. Pretty much, that's the culture in LA. Decides where you're going to be from. So when your grandparents own a home in the 50s, that's your tribe. So you grow up, and that's who you affiliate yourself with. You're not 5 years old. You're saying, "Oh, you know what? I'm going to be from the 50s. I'm going to be a Crip." That's not what happened. I grew older. It was there already before I came. I grew older and learned more about it, and we just kind of, like I said, tried together.
Guilty by association. You affiliate by the association where you live at.
When you got in.
Like 16.
Okay. What was it that made you actually want to, become official at that point?
You know what? Because I was a juvenile delinquent, and I ran away from home a lot. I was an only child, and
Yeah, that would do it.
that's just not where I wanted to be. That's not where I felt acceptance at home. It was my friends that were outside the house.
Kids, don't join a gang when you grow up, please.
Were you like one of the
Disclaimer.
original members?
No,
or?
I'm a second
Don't
generation.
do what she did.
Second generation.
Yeah, second generation.
Okay, you've seen a lot.
Yeah, second generation. Actually, my first run-in was in 1979, May 31st with Tookie.
Oh.
Yeah, we were at
I figured she looked a little
a
aged.
funk festival, Coliseum. They used to have those every year, and he was there. He and this guy used to hang out with Jamel.
She got to be about her late 50s.
They had these big muscles and
early
Vaseline 60s. Or baby oiled all over, and
so she OG. She an OG then. Yeah, she got jumped all the way in, like we was just talking about.
Or rubbed a muscle or something, and all hell broke out. And it was
she was there. You know what I'm saying?
And trampled. I being one. And
she was there. She
so
breaking it
that's
down.
where I could, take it back to that far remembering.
She said 1979. Actually, I was 9 years old.
Being around a crib.
So she probably was about 16.
So this must have been like right before Tookie got arrested. Because I believe what he was accused of happened in 79 also.
14.
Could have been. Could have been. But I mean, if he needed on that day, May 31st, 1979, an alibi, I know where he was. He was at the Coliseum.
He's accused of a crime on that day.
Yeah, he was at the Coliseum that day.
She got war stories.
He was.
Okay. Did you ever run into him after that?
No. Like that could have been what happened. If you said shortly after that he was incarcerated.
This is straight front porch conversation.
Even got back out. No, but no, I never knew again. No, I was more connected to medical conception.
Okay. Damn, she naming all kind of OGs. He was a Hoover. I think 11 Deuce. Damn.
What's up? Damn,
it's breaking up, C-Dub.
Soon. Subscribe and stay locked to Campone News.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, it's breaking up on your end. Your signal.
All right.
Yeah, I was just saying that the last part she mentioned another Hoover, Michael Conception. That's he an old school Hoover. So she taking it way back.
It
so
gets
she
juicier though, because this lady knows.
She's
a
OG.
lot.
Yeah, she's an OG. I give her that. But she, but why she was, I kind of get why she would do it. But then, like you said, so what happened with her and Black Sam? They squashed it, and they paid her a set of what they do.
Yeah, she says the only reason why she took the name from and trademarked it of the marathon continues because Big U and them was trying to extort the estate of Nipsey Hussle. They were already trying to extort him, so she took the name and trademarked it so they couldn't get it.
And it sounds like
she talked to Big Sam. That's when she gave it to Big Sam.
And it sounds like she's saying she a Hoover. Is that correct? Because it started breaking up.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Pull it back up.
Because Hoover, Hoover is a different Crip set than 60s. So that would kind of explain why she really wouldn't be cool with Big U because he's from another set. You see what I'm saying?
That dude
and she ran with the
shot
Hoovers.
Wasn't he claiming that he was a Hoover?
Well, he was supposed to be from 60, but then they say he said hop and he went to A-Trade Hoover.
He snitched. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Said hopped. Okay.
But you heard how she well, you didn't hear it yet, but she said Big U and then was talking about it. So it was getting back to her that they was about to try to extort Nipsey Hussle estate once he passed away. They were about to go after his estate. They was going for the name, the brand. But she stopped it by taking the trademarks of the marathon continues. She took the trademark, so they could not do that.
I still
I
can't
did
believe
hear
it
that.
wasn't trademark. Nips, they was smart people. He was a
Yeah, that's
smart
what I'm
man.
saying too. I would think
That don't
because
make
Black
sense.
Sam, but Black Sam, from what I understand, him and Nipsey had got into it with Big U before. I guess in Crip inside. Black Sam is not really a Crip, but he affiliated by association again because his brother. But at the same time, even though he wasn't never part of the set, and Nipsey was, Nipsey would have to kind of answer to Big U to a certain point, but then he wouldn't at another point because I think he was his manager too when he first started. So
But
that's
they
how the
said,
connection
but
started.
hold on, they said that Big Sam, Black Sam, wasn't no joke. He didn't play any games in the streets. They said Black Sam was already known before Nipsey was. Like Black
Yeah,
Sam got some
but I'm
name.
saying, but he never did bang though.
No, but he was very stern about what Nipsey did, and they said
Right,
there was something that happened between Big U and Nipsey, and I guess
right.
Big U was trying to get Nipsey to do some dirty work for him, and Black Sam stopped it and tried to pull
Yeah,
him out the car.
and he's still
So
been
Yeah, I've
doing
seen
that.
that.
And then he's still been doing it because when they opened the marathon, some dude tried to check Black Sam about the business, like we talked some street stuff that had nothing to do with the opening, and Black Sam checked him on the spot. So he known for being that brother that never banged, that still hold his ground and got respected. Period. No matter what. It's kind of like he didn't have to bang, but he looked
exactly,
out for his little brothers. Like, look, my little brother chose to bang. That's on him. But when it comes to at the end of the day, family is family. You're not gonna fuck with my brother. I don't care
right?
who doing it. And
And they
so
said
that's what
Black
him and Black
Sam,
Sam have always been.
right? And Black Sam's supposed to have 5 businesses, and his net worth is supposed to be like 8 million now.
But that's
So
Nipsey money, right? It's
yeah,
Nipsey's money.
he's valued at 8 million currently, right? But you also
Mm-hmm.
look at the facts, right? Big U already had issues going on, but if you listen to this lady Tia, she's telling. She didn't never do an interview. She said she's never done an interview. This is the first interview she's ever done. So she's telling things without telling things, but she's addressing certain things too, because of the fact of she said that the fact that she had the name the trademark of Crip and of Blood. When stuff would happen, would she be her business be affected? She said no. They would call and talk to her about certain things, but it has nothing to do with the brand. So she separated it. That's why she always say that the Crips are the legitimate side of the Crips, and then you got the unlegitimate side,
It
which
ain't
is
no,
the ones
it
that's
ain't.
out in the street
But
doing
but
the things
but
they
be it
have no
known,
business
but
doing.
right, but I about to say, be it known, it ain't no legit side to the Crip
Right, and then she got the
or
blood
blood.
name too, though. She got the blood
Right, but
name
I'm just
too.
saying, I'm just trying to say you can't compare them to like a fraternity, for example, compared to what what they represent. They two different things. So you can't really never make the really to a certain point. How can you say this? You can't really never make the Crips and Bloods positive because of what they come from. You feel what I'm saying? The history
Right,
of it, you
but
can really never change it. It's like Crips and Bloods started off to be positive. It's supposed to be was supposed to be revolution, something in progress or something. Crips was supposed to have stood for originally. Somehow it spent off and became what Raymond Washington started when he got into a big fight with some OGs or something back in the day, and they called him Crip, and it took off from there. It's so many different things exactly how the name itself Crip got started. But at the end of the day, was it a positive and turned negative? Or was it just a common saying that was kind of on the streets and Raymond Washington took it and said, hey, I'm going to go ahead and run with this now. They trying to make us bad and make us feel bad because we cripple and we fighting. We got, beat up and we got that limp now. So we're going to make it something positive. I don't know where exactly between that gray area right there. I heard both sides of it. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it became a thing. The dance became a thing too, because the cane and all that kind of stuff where they was walking around with being
Mm-hmm.
crippled. So that's kind of where the dance comes from, because you watch the footwork to the dance, you see the guys dragging their foot. But as they dragging their foot, they also spell out the word crip. A lot of people don't notice that, but that's where really the crip dance comes from, the crip hop or the
Yeah.
crip walk. That comes from guys spelling the word out, and it used to be, flaunting and taunting the other gang, which was mostly Bloods. It was taunting them like, this how we feel about y'all, and then being on the ground is kind of like, y'all can rest in peace under our feet. It's on Crip. That's how guys used to kind of take that. So you couldn't even do that dance back in the day unless you were really cripping. But we learned how to do it anyway.
Right,
We all learned how to do
but
it anyway.
let me state this.
That's the history to that.
Look at the fact that she also owns the blood name as well, Bloods as well, is
Well,
as a trademark. So we
I'm
haven't
getting she
even
get.
heard
I'm getting that she getting all these names, but what I'm just saying is that she making them seem like she's trying to get them in case people make money off of it. She wants to be right there in the head of the step. On the flip side of that, though, none of the Crips or Bloods that are in the streets are actually, even said in the video, they're not really connected together. They not. So you can't, because it's not like she's going to go make some money and pay every Crip and give them a paycheck. You feel what I'm saying? She ain't
No,
paying nobody that's out there banging.
but they do have to contact her if they try to use that name. If they try using it in movies, they try to use it in advertisements.
Them guys are walking up and down
like
the street with if a funeral happened right now, them guys gonna put Crip or whatever on their shirt. Like Yolanda was saying, it's you can't actually stop different sets from doing what they do as individual gangs because they don't represent just the name Crip. They represent they sets, Hoovers, A-Trays, Broadways. All these are different sets of Crips. And they gonna wear their Crip stuff when it's a funeral, when it's a birthday party, or a bash for a holiday. They celebrate their stuff anyway. They do their own little sick stuff separately from everybody else, but they all under one umbrella of Crip. She can't cash in on that.
Right. Let me ask you a question. Who is this Mike dude? Big Mike, Mike Mac, whatever his name is.
Well, she said my conception. She said my conception was it's an old school Hoover.
No,
is
not
what I'm
him.
thinking.
Not him, because she's suing Big U. She's suing Big U, and this I don't forgot what his name is. It's something with Mike in it. But
We have to
anyway,
play it back.
he's actually already out here doing this thing, whatever. But the fact is that she's suing for $50 million because of that Crip Cola that they tried to advertise. Once they started trying to, even when she gave him a cease to an assist, they kept trying to push it. So she sued him for $50 million. But I forgot what his name is. I gotta look it up. But I thought it was Big Mike.
It sound like
it sound
like what she's doing the meets for. I'm seeing from that part of it. She's using that name to, like you said, to make a cash thing. So she know that Big U and them gonna be trying to make money off the name. So before they blow up off the name, I'm gonna be right there until the end of it. So either way it go, they're gonna be going back in the court, fighting over that name Crip, while all the other Crip sets don't have no kind of money, nothing coming to them, and they don't have anything to do with that because it's a whole different thing. It's two people trying to capitalize off a name just because they know it's money to be made off of it. That's all I'm really hearing.
Killer Mike and Big U. That's the one she's suing. Killer Mike.
I don't know.
Killer Mike, in which he's famous. Also, I think he just won a Grammy. I'm not for sure.
Oh, the Killer Mike, the rapper from Atlanta?
Yeah, from Atlanta.
Yeah, Killer Mike and Big U, they both came up with Crip Cola.
I used to get him and Umar mixed up.
And they actually
they're a lot alike.
Actually being sued by her in the organization, because it's not just her. She says they actually sit down and actually have meetings.
Well, I kind of wonder, like I said again, I wonder how all the other Crips feel about this at the end of the day, because it's like I said, it's kind of like they living and dying for the stuff, and then yet you got one particular set, Big U, who's a shot caller over there, I want to make a name and call it such and such Crip. Now, for the Crip respect of it, they probably really don't even care. But on the flip side of that, it's kind of like he cashing out, and none of them going to get paid off of that.
Right.
So this is really just something that she, as a Hoover, from what I understand, she's a Hoover. She's pretty much saying, look, we don't like y'all said anyway. You know what I'm saying? They've been beefing and, over the years probably. So they got a little, animosity toward each other, but yet they under the same Crip umbrella. So they kind of fighting as OGs, as old people, trying to cash in on something that they was affiliated with when they was kids.
Right, but
that's all I really see.
But you gotta
that's all I really see about that.
But you gotta
it is
for her to trademark the names.
It is. I'll say it is, but it's smart on both of their ends. But then yet you know, Big U, from what we seeing now, how it's playing out on social media, he's not that OG, that uncle everybody wants to put OGs up to. We kind of seeing a lot of shady stuff going on, as we saying that we're gonna be unfolding this
You
couple
just
weeks.
got arrested.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. It's a lot of stuff that we finding out that's coming to surface now because he want to be relevant like Suge was. And when you run your mouth too much, when you start trying to be all in the front row, all in the videos, all on the
But she
internet,
did say,
instead of
hold on.
falling back, you
She
mess
did
up your whole
say
thing.
she
Exactly.
did say in that
Keep trying to
interview.
say.
She did say in that interview that Big U and Suge Knight was trying to get that marathon continues, the
Big U
marathon
going to
name.
jail.
They both were trying to get that information.
But
They were trying to get it
but you
before
feel me,
she
C
got it.
Dub? You know, from an old school point of view, if he would have just stayed in the cut and kept his mouth
Right.
closed and kept it tight, not to the street, had a
And
little private
yes,
talks with Black Sam, it would have been a different kind of
yes.
situation. But by you
Way
being out
back.
there, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna beat a nigga ass and I'm gonna be on here
Trying to
doing this
still
and
be the
it's
big
on.
homie. You can't be the big
Yeah,
homie no more.
no. Yeah. And then out there, like I said, you know, it's granddaddy and everything now. It's like, dude, fall back, run your football team, you know, keep your status where it is, and to a certain point, call little meetings when you can with them players like Sam, and y'all need to have talks, and maybe you could have got something on the back end. You feel what I'm saying? But you come at him in a disrespectful way. Black Sam always been about that life without being about that. Like y'all never did make him jump on the set. That's telling you something right there.
Right, but I encourage anybody that's watching this live,
Do not
go
join
watch
gangs when you grow up.
Right.
Clip's
Do not join
interview
no
on
gang.
YouTube
Do not join gangs, you know, just
because
from Dr.
multiple
E. Do not
parts.
get affiliated with that bullshit. You know, at the end of the day, do this be you, man. You ain't gotta run with no damn clique. But if you do happen to run that way for whatever reason, be smart about your shit and shut up. Stop running your mouth and stop trying to be seen. Take it from an OG of that era. They didn't talk and run their mouths. They sit back and cut, handle their business, and they got big money and they was hood famous that way. All this other stuff trying to be in front of the
And that
camera is just too much,
explains,
man.
but that explains though, Dr. E, why she
He
never
gonna be
did
in
an
jail.
interview, why she's been in the shadows all these years, and she just now surfaced just now to do that
Because Big
interview.
U is on surface. You put it like this: if Big U would have stayed back, she would have stayed back too. But the reason she came out is like because he all in the videos, he out there making his name and he doing this and that. So she's like, well, the platform's there. I'm gonna go ahead and jump on the platform. I might as well. Plus, like I said, all these platforms are paying. Don't think people doing this shit for free. Even if they do it for free one time, it's kind of like publicity. Get their name out there, and after a couple of times, you're gonna have to pay her to be on the show.
Yeah,
They ain't
because
just
I
telling this
didn't
shit for
even know
nothing.
who she was. I didn't
We
even
know
know who
now.
she was until I searched
Hey, see, they'll
the
play it back one
YouTube.
time because it kind of broke up a little bit. We have to play it back. I want to catch some things I may have missed.
That
If you don't
particular one
mind.
that just stopped short.
Oh, so you can't play it back, that little piece.
Plus, I want to save it for when we talk about them tomorrow. I want to show y'all
okay.
what happened in that situation, so we can cover that up, and we'll just have more content to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna do some more research.
I think she's really. You know what? I think she's really interesting. You remember the guy, the cokehead
Yeah, she
godmother?
OG. She definitely
You
is.
remember the godmother from you remember that film that went famous of the black dude dealing with the godmother of coke when
When y'all
that
get
blew
that
up. She is like, to me, it seemed like she the underground similar type of thing. She been involved in a lot, just ain't never said nothing. She dealt with
Well,
Suge. She was
I'm
underneath Suge.
gonna check. What's his name? Kev Mack. I'm kind of using him as a reference point. Kev Mack videos, when people want to see a lot about LA gangs, he does a lot of documentaries. He talks to a lot of OGs, like the Bay Area that we're talking about right now. And he has like documents and volumes and volumes of videos talking to these guys that started, founded, and all this other kind of stuff that's still living to this day. So I suggest if anybody really want to get into this gang bangology, You check out some Kev Matt videos. I'm putting them out there. Kev Matt videos. He's the one that pretty much has this. I'm going to look myself tonight and see if I can find her because, you know, on Hoover, you know, you probably click under that and then go from there because, like I said, it's different sets of Hoovers. A-Trades kind of separate themselves from the rest of them. I think they call themselves criminals now. It's a whole different story. But all this
And
stuff
see,
can be
you
found
know
on his
way more
videos.
than I do. You know, I ain't from Cali, okay?
Yeah,
I
that's why
ain't
I'm
from
breaking it down.
Cali. So I
I'm
don't
even
know
telling
that
people,
shit. I
right?
just know what I listen to and
Right,
learn.
but that's what I'm telling people now. You know, including yourself, how they can find. Because even myself, I'm not gang affiliated. You know what I'm saying? But I'm you know, how you say affiliated by what like she mentioned in the video. When you live in a certain neighborhood, they kind of put you under a certain umbrella, but they don't put you on the set. That don't mean you gang banging. That just mean that's your hood. That's where you from. That's your area. That's what you moved around at. So when you grew up, you kind of are indirectly are part of that neighborhood. When another gang or rival comes over there and they looking for somebody to beat up or something like that, and you have me at the store walking down the street, you can be that victim because you in that area. So beating you up can prove and get a strike for them to say, hey, we went over there and kicked somebody ass in such and such hood. We over there, you know, taking over their neighborhood and just doing what we want to do. That's pretty much how that kind of works.
That's how
And
that
See,
works.
so,
I heard that the
yeah.
Bloods and the Crips are now getting along though, because when YG at the marathon when it just opened the
All
marathon
right.
burger,
They've been getting along since about 86, to be honest.
right?
1986 was when the dope gang came into it and guys started crossing color lines to sell dope. Because like I said, most of the guys, again, were really on the set. They're affiliated by the neighborhood. So it's like, man, I'm not on the set anyway. So I'm going to go over such and such hood and get my slang on, work with this nigga over there. And he's such and such. He may be a blood. He may not be, whatever. I'm not even banging. But dudes were from different hoods crossing them color lines back in the day, which I think they kind of show a little bit in Snowfall, if anybody watches that. Because a lot of that is kind of based off the LA old story of, like, I think it's supposed to be a little bit off of Freeway Ricky, the original Freeway Ricky, not the Rick Ross one, the original. So, you know, yep. So that's kind of how that kind of goes. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of reference point for anybody who want to really kind of know. Check out Kev Matt videos. I put them out there. He has a lot of information on this Crip and Blood stuff, the founders of each gang, the OGs of the gang. He breaks it all down. He sits at the park with these guys on the front porch or whatever, and he chops it up. You know what I'm saying? And you can get them a lot of information. So even me, stuff that I don't know, I can get it off them videos and stuff I'm running to you right now. A lot of stuff I didn't found out from watching videos like his. So, you know, I'm just kind of putting it out there. It's information. How do you say? The internet's free for everybody. So anybody can go on there and do a search and you can find a lot of information. You know, it's a library. We don't have to go to the library no more. Just go over there, and even street stuff like that that would not be in your regular library. It's all on the, you know, Kev Matt videos. So remember, you heard from Dr. E. I'm a doctor, right? This is what I do. It's a nickname, y'all. Disclaimer. I don't have a degree and not a doctor in nothing. It's just that I'm a doctor like Dr. Dre. It's kind of a nickname that's stuck because I'm good at what I do or give information. So kind of like a professor of anything. I'm closer to a professor than I am a doctor, but that's what it is.
That's E. That's Dr. E. That's Diamond. Diamond Gang in the building. Diamond Gang in the
Hey,
building.
you know I always gotta keep it spicy.
All the time. And you know what? Them people, they love you. Look at Dr. E. You done got naked.
I didn't get naked. I hit the button. I just stopped. I just stopped for the night. But now I hit the button and you just seen the ceiling this now. You didn't see the ceiling. You didn't see me. He said you got naked.
Diamond, there you go. Your chocolate drop. Diamond, go back. Hold on. Let me see. Goddamn. I said damn. We in here, gang.
Nah, I ain't naked though. I know better to be doing that. You'd have put me out there already. I'd have been butt booty naked.
No, you know I'm the camera slip master. I got
here's Dr. E later on. I done got pissed off like Onan. Let me put Dr. E out there and he was butt booty naked.
You know I'm the goddamn master, the goddamn camera job. These niggas goddamn want to kill me now. Like they want to kill me. They want to talk about me every day. I have
Hey, we ain't putting out no butt cheeks for the free, okay?
I'm tired of kicking ass. I didn't kick enough ass. I didn't kick so much ass. I didn't got.
What? Real quick though, what's the update on that? I didn't catch it over the last week. What happened with Onan part? The last part.
Well, Onan is still locked up. There haven't been any
updates
on Onan.
Oh wow.
I see Babe didn't talk about shit. I might as well go on there and flag his goddamn. If I said damn,
you know what I was trying to actually locate the court documents. I have not been able to get those yet, but when I do, I will let you know.
Okay, that's cool. Shit, you know what? I ain't even worried about Onan no more. I'm focused on this grind we on right now. I done kicked so much ass across this internet. Motherfuckers that ain't friends then joined in to try to get me. I said, damn, let me get out of here. These motherfuckers were mad yesterday. Now they trolls, goddamn, them motherfuckers out there mad at me, guys. I said, damn. I said, you know what, I'm gonna lay off them when I put my foot on their neck, because you know we do this investigation shit. I said, let me use it for what we do. You know what I'm saying? We focus, we do what we do. We don't get no trolls, no goddamn pleasure no more. We let them talk. They minute to the game. So we on our shit over here, gang. That's what we do on the green box. So I want to give a special shout out to Top Notch Princess standing strong to the game. I want to give a shout out to September Virgo for pulling up. Meek C. I'm not used to seeing that Meek C profile. My father's daughter, Tennessee the Headhunter, Mad Boy, all the replay gang. We want to salute y'all, man. We want to thank y'all for coming and supporting the channel. 6069, please hit the like button. Peanut butter face pulled up. We all up in this bitch. And we steady growing this channel. Tia and everybody. I see two Meek C profiles. I see this one and I see a green, a orange one. I don't know if that's a troll, but you know, they be on us. They try to goddamn. Okay. We right here. So we in here. So, gang, we did our thing. So now everybody got a chance to see what we demonstrated today was actually something we've been saying was the shift. Now y'all get to see the pipeline. Y'all get to see how this shit works and how this shit play out. At the end of the day, justice will catch you. You understand me? Yeah. Justice will catch you. Sometimes you just got to lay in the cut. And first of all, you don't need to be doing it. But sometimes with things, you gotta lay in the cut, especially I did. Cause I wrecked shop on the motherfucker.
That's what we just saying about. That's what we just saying about Big U. You know, if he just lay back in the cut, he could probably get paid on the back end. You know what I'm saying? And take that. But see, they want to be in the front. So now he going, all the stuff that he did in the past. People's telling on everything now. You know, they bringing up the merch that happened back in 1980.
Right. It don't make sense because
he supposed to got away with that stuff. It's like he would have did it too if it would have been for them meddling kids. You know what I'm saying?
You know how we get? I get the meddling, getting your ass trolling because I can be a troll too. I can troll your ass and kick you in your ass. But I said, again, use our shit for investigation and for bigger things. Like y'all say, don't focus on no troll. They just got their hand out like dope beans, and they just I want to be there when you get to the top. We done this before. We done made it before. We not going back. We got backup shit, but I ain't even using them to troll the motherfucker no more. I done kicked them motherfuckers in the ass. They mad. They got their DD Tucker guys and all that type of shit. I said, damn, let me leave these niggas alone. I'm going back on the green box. Go take my black ass over here to these projects and go hang out here with the goddamn fools over here and just lay low. You know, I done threw my away already. You know, they want me in jail. They want me back in jail. They can't get me. Y'all can't get me. I'm already done my you can't get me. Get in here.
Man, yeah, I'm the king of that's what shit. It is. That's why I said you got to just fall back and be out the way and do your thing, and you ain't got to be in the front, and you can still make it on the back end. That's what people understand.
Bingo. Thank you, MFD. Thank you, gang. Hey,
be safe in that weather. Be safe in the weather, though.
And you know what? It ain't been too bad. It looked it bad earlier, but now it's kind of like leveled out. We don't know what the turnout
it's been warm.
Yes,
It's been warm. They said Alabama last week. They said it was say 80s and 90s in Alabama. You know, when they pay rest my my auntie in peace right now. But they said usually when it's a great sunny day, this is superstition that when it's a sunny day like that, I mean it went on to heaven. So praises to my auntie, you know. But yeah, all the way across the country. I'm over here in Arizona right now. The weather's been sunny all day, a bright ass sunset when we was talking a little earlier when I came on. So yeah, it's been a beautiful week right here. So you know, but anybody on the East Coast going through anything, if they are, they'll go over. It's almost over.
I did get a text that EBT sent Stacy B some roses, so we want to thank EBT for sending her roses while she got her surgery. So that came from the Green Box, the Honeycomb Hideout, and Content Kings. We're glad that she got those. We're glad that you got a surgery and it went through positive. We wish you for a speedy recovery. So we want to give a thanks to Stacy B. So yeah, we rocking shows, man. Y'all know how the fuck we do. So yes, y'all seen the shift, all the replay gang. Y'all go back and watch this, man. Get y'all some knowledge. We got our goddamn ears to these damn streets, and we ain't gonna let up. So please hit that like button before you leave this motherfucker, because we got respect and love for you. Thank y'all. We on a constant grind, positive vibes only. I know it get rough out here, and I always say it, but we going through this thing called life together. Please hit that like button. We mapping, like, share, and subscribe. We want to thank YG, Yolanda the Great, for coming through. We want to thank my father's daughter for definitely watching over the channel like she does. Tequila, my other mod, also watch over the channel. Thank you guys for coming through tonight. You are watching The Green Box.
Much love to the channel.
Dr. E, C-Dub, Mr. I ain't said a word, but you know what I'm saying, and the famous YG, a.k.a. Yolanda the Great. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Please hit that like button before y'all leave. That's just like closing the door and not letting the flies come on in and wiping your feet. Thank you guys for coming through, and we up out this bitch. Die.
The meetup spot in the neighborhood growing up as a kid was this Green Box. My nigga, you grew up in the hood. Nowadays, niggas meetup spots be FaceTime, the Xbox party, the PS5 parties. No, nigga. We was actually coming outside, touching grass, and talking. This is a place that only people from the hood will remember. And I'm not the hood doctor, but my nigga, I even remember this shit.
I also be wanting to, like, go back to those times where I don't know who can relate. But if you stayed in an apartment, the one that was like, you parked on the outside and it was like enclosed, like the kids be playing in the middle, and they had these green boxes that we probably wasn't supposed to be sitting on. They probably was giving us radioactive energy of some sort. But I miss them days we could just sit on top of that damn green thing and talk until the sun went damn near down, and we didn't have to pay no bills. And we just had to go to school and make good grades. Like, I miss those days.
Memphis niggas known for crashing up. Crashing up. I heard you going broke, so you assed up. Hey, trying to keep up with the kid, you gon' be assed up. Tell me how the fuck you think I got here. Hey, tell me that this rap game ain't shit to me but some cartwheels. Shit sweet, 90% of these niggas not real. Damn. Started rapping, found out these rappers jury not real. Damn. Swear that shit hurt my heart, dog. Fuck it.